So you got me to watch some Spider-Man cartoon.
Pin this on me. So you go to. You made me do this. Why is God forcing me to watch this cartoon? Like, what?
It's like one of those bad reviewers. Like, I can't believe they're making me do this. Ugh.
Show's alright, by the way. just this is established. It's fine.
No, it's fine. It's just it is very funny. Like, this is just a thing I had no knowledge of. Like, going into this, you were like, I remember watching this cartoon a bit, and I'm like, I think I'm aware it existed. I'm not even sure.
There you got me. I made the whole thing up. I just animated it all just now as a joke.
This
Actually, I could have, given some of the animation constraints.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
I had just spliced together YTP. There were actually only 2 seasons. I actually made up, the remaining. How many were there?
Oh god. We'll get to that. But
5.
yeah, I don't know. Like, we're like, hey, I wonder if that show holds up. Or you were like that. I was like,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was
it was.
watching it. Why not?
And then we're just like, well, I don't know if I want to commit to all that because like Batman and the DC stuff. I remember, I knew for a fact that was kind of appealing to adults. I thought, I can watch that. That's fine. Like the Spider-Man one, I was like, that's definitely more of a kid show. I don't know if I want to sit through the whole thing. But then you were like, it's actually like the same length or less than season 1 of Batman.
I think
So
it's
just like,
the exact same length of season 1 of Batman the Animated Series.
right, yeah.
Over 4
So when you put it like
seasons.
that, yeah, which is kind of feels weird, but when you put it like that, I was just like, screw it, why not? I guess we'll have to wait for those. We're still waiting for those 2 other Spider-Man movies to come out, so
Right.
yeah, screw it. We ended up watching the whole thing together and doing the notes thing, but we are absolutely not reviewing it episode by episode for. Well, I might as well just get into it. Like the reasons being, first of all, like there's just not enough to say about each one. Like it's fine, but I don't feel like story to story anything's that radically different. Not to put down the show, but you know what I mean. The other thing as well is that it has heavy continuity between each episode. Feels more like a soap opera. So when one thing just kind of bleeds into the other one, then making those like, remember when we put all the Justice League like 2-parters together? It was just like as an individual story. There's like sometimes you'd want to do that here, and then sometimes you wouldn't. There's definitely like some things that are just part 1, part 2, and they're definitely 2 halves of the same story, and then things that are in a bubble. So we're just like, yeah, no, I don't think we're going to review this. Also, just lack of motivation, honestly. Like we're just kind of watching this as an afterthought. So
It reminded me a little bit of Batman Beyond Season 1, but like, aside from the Season 1 of this show, it was a little more interconnected. Like, there were some seasons where it was just one entire season was just one story.
yeah,
And which is kind of nuts. I was not expecting that.
yeah. That's one thing that makes it different from Batman.
But oh boy, it's I don't know if we just want to get into talking about it. Well, I will say so we're not going to review each episode independently. We're just going to kind of review the seasons, and we're not going to tier them so much as just put them in order.
Yeah.
Like,
Honestly, like everything's fine. Like this.
yeah,
I think we concluded some seasons better than others, but the whole thing, like as a whole, like it's all alright. Like there isn't like that amazing. Like you got to see this season, or like you got to avoid this season like the plague. It's like it's all alright. So I thought we'd just put it in order and not do the tier thing because I don't know, S tier to Baby Mad just seems a little reductive in this case.
yeah, for sure.
Like we're not going to have those extremes, and there's only 5. When it's out of 5, it's not going to be that broad. So we'll just kind of order it.
I don't think I feel either extreme for basically anything in this show. Like, nothing about it really blew me away, but nothing about it beyond like a couple of really janky episodes
Oh, yeah, there were like a couple of episodes I think we said if we did review them, they would go in baby mode.
Yeah, yeah. And that's like kind of relative. It's not like they were the worst thing ever. It's not like some of the like embarrassing shit from New Batman Adventures. It's like, oh, that was kind of crap. But it's overall, it's fine. It's good.
Yeah, I think it doesn't. It's not to be doing it any favors that we're comparing it to the DC stuff, which I do believe is like the best of the best, even when it's slightly off sometimes. So it's like it's good, but we're comparing it to Batman the Animated Series. You know,
They're very different. It's
they're different as well. That's another thing.
it's night and day, and not just because Gotham's always depicted at night, and New York's always during the day. But
Yeah.
But yeah, we could just get into talking about season 1, just so I can start talking about what's actually going on in this show.
Yeah.
It's fast.
Oh God, is
It's
it?
so fast. Like, I think during this season we were actually like debating whether we wanted to actually keep doing this because it was overwhelming.
Exhausting.
Yes, it's tiring. This show is so exhausting to watch because it's so strange. Like, it's the same length of an episode of the DCAU stuff that we've been watching, but it just feels like so much more happens.
Oh yeah, like they never really stop to breathe ever.
Yeah, like there's never a dull moment, but like, not that it's always exciting, just that it's always giving you information or just showing something happening or having someone talk. Like, it never has a moment of just, like, you kind of watch something happen in isolation without any sort of commentary. Like, Spider-Man is always thinking out loud.
Yeah, that's a big part of the show. His internal monologue, like that's a constant. Like, I don't want to say from like literally the opening shot. Probably, he talks to himself a lot because you can't see his mouth. So I don't know. I get a feeling one day he'll just say something out loud in front of Kingpin or something. Like, oh no, I've got to watch out for Aunt May. You have an Aunt May? Like, oh, did I think that or say it? Shit.
Right.
I think that's consistent with the comics, I believe. Like, I think Stan Lee liked writing Spidey a lot of internal monologue.
Yeah, he's chatty.
So.
Like, he's sort of the opposite of Batman in that respect. He's got a lot of energy to him. He's young, so that all works out. I think that's fine. It's one of those things that
I want to mention Christopher Daniel Barnes.
Is that the VA?
It is.
Yeah.
He's great.
Pretty much perfect, yeah. He's the voice I think of when I think of Spider-Man.
Honestly, yeah.
Like, if we're talking especially like cartoon stuff, like that's pretty much it. Yeah, like that's just really good job. The casting is mostly pretty good, I would say.
Yeah.
If there's any fault, it's usually in like direction because of, again, like they just stuff like put stuff together so tightly that we got people talking over each other and just sort of stuff like that. But
it's pretty rapid. Yeah,
actual casting is really good.
It is. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Got a good JJ. And
yeah. What's his name? I'm blank on his name. I hate when this happens.
It says Ed Asner here. Is that?
Yeah, Asner. Yeah. He's Granny Goodness.
Yes. He is.
I think he voiced I think he was in All Star Superman as what's his name of the Daily Planet? Just the chief, I guess.
Right. The JJ of that universe.
Yeah.
So the first episode
speaking of,
is...
I don't want to say speaking of JJ. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. Just like the first episode is I would say it sets the tone, but it ends up changing near the end of this season. This episode is particularly strange because it is animated really, really well. And
Yeah, like too well.
yeah, it's like super smooth and it's kind of strange. It's like
Yeah, I hope that doesn't come back to bite them at all.
yeah, so like, but no, yeah, by the end of the season, it's clear that they started to run out of money. So
Yeah.
it starts to not look nearly as good, and you better get used to any scene with the lizard in it in this first episode because you're probably going to see it about 5 or 6 more times across the show.
Yeah, I guess the the pilot episode it uses the least footage. We uses least footage just because it didn't have any to be used yet.
Yeah.
And then there's just this like domino effect. The longer the show goes on, the more it relies on repeating shots. And the one I always think of is this fucking like crash zoom onto Doc Ock's like his glasses, and they use it all the fucking time. It also like particularly sticks out because they use it in the fucking intro as well. But whenever Doc Ock is in the room as Spider-Man, they'll always just have this zoom in, and sometimes they'll mix it up by reversing it, but it's the same goddamn shot.
Yeah, it gets pretty bad later on. Season 1 is not as bad, but it is near the end. You can kind of start to see like, oh, they are not going to keep consistent with the quality from the beginning of this season, and boy, do they not. It gets pretty ridiculous, but and. I think what's like a good example? Like a good example of the pacing of this show is like, like the lizard is, doing lizard things. There's a big lizard man attacking, and then Spider-Man's like, oh, it's Dr. Connors, and he goes to Connors' family, and then they're like, oh yeah, he chases the lizard off, and then it turns out like he was at like Connor's house, so his family's there. They're like, and the wife is like, oh, it can't believe this is happening again. And then, so like, yeah, Connors leaves, goes into the sewer, and then there's like a cuts to
like Eddie Brock, yeah,
like trying to, I don't know, take pictures and try to make Spider-Man out to be the villain or whatever. And then so Spider-Man like kind of messes with him, and then turn around and Connor's son is like, Spider-Man, the lizard came back and they took my mom, and then they went to the sewer again.
He's like dealing with Eddie for like literally like 10 seconds, if that.
Yeah.
And then it's just like the next. I don't know, it feels like a video game. We just triggers like speed running, and it just triggers the thing early, and he's already like he got through that. You have to, like the next part of the main lizard quest doesn't trigger until you've done the side quest with Eddie, but he found an exploit and got past him quickly, and then he gets back too soon. It just seems kind of weird.
That's what this show is like. Is that it just again? Yeah, there's never a pause. It's just constantly switching from one action to the next, and it's so tiring. And like the entire show is like that. It feels like there are way too many times throughout the show where it will be like they want to establish something, but they don't have like a full scene for it. So it's just like cut to this scene real quick, and then like Peter put something down, and then cut to another scene entirely. And it's like that wasn't even like a second. And it's like I don't know if you even needed to show that. But they did. They show everything. But if it's really minor, then they have to squeeze it in real fast, and it's weird.
There's a lot of explaining stuff as well. Like it's definitely written for kids.
Oh yeah. I mean, speaking.
I can't fault it for that. I mean,
No.
But if you want to get into just any kind of superhero media, like the thing is, if you're a fan of superheroes and comic book adaptations, then it's kind of inevitable that you have to kind of cross over with stuff originally intended for kids. Like if you really want to delve deep, I mean, it's like there is stuff for adults, but But Batman, you can watch it as an adult. In fact, I think pretty sure as a kid, like I preferred Spider-Man for this pacing and everything, and probably some of those Batman episodes I thought were boring.
Right.
And then as I get older, it kind of flip flops. It's kind of funny that.
I can see doing that.
But, yeah.
I never knew about this show like growing up, so I did not get exposed to it.
I don't even know how I saw it. It's just the way they handle like American TV shows is kind of random here.
Right.
Like just different channels will just buy it. It doesn't matter if it's Fox or Disney or Warner or whatever. Like they'll just show it on whichever British channel bought the rights to it. So, although that being said, though, I do distinctly remember this being broadcast on Fox Kids. Like if you had satellite television, this was a staple of Fox Kids. So that's why I know this is Fox specifically.
Speaking of being written for kids, you want to talk about censorship?
Yeah. I mean, I kind of alluded it to like previous times I mentioned this show. I probably mentioned it during Batman as well. But from what I understand, is like this show is kind of infamous for its. I mean, I'm repeating myself here, but we're talking about the show specifically now.
Right.
So from what I understand, like the show was kind of infamous for its amount of censorship. And I think there was kind of a misconception that, it was just like they had more restrictions placed on them than anything else. And it turns out the truth of the matter is they didn't get any more restrictions than anyone else. It's just that the creators of Spider-Man, and I think they were kind of like, I almost want to say that like they were kind of new to this or they didn't have previous experience. Like Bruce Timm and Paul Dini, they came from like Tiny Toon Adventures. And stuff like that. Like Batman wasn't their first show, whereas this, I apologize if I'm wrong, but I almost want to say like the showrunner was kind of like new to all this. So whenever they got notes from so generally how this would work normally is that they'll do like one cut of it or something, and then the censors would say, hey, we don't want Batman punching this guy in the face. But what they would do is like negotiate. They would go back and forth and say, well, if instead of punching the guy, like Batman slaps him with the back of his hand instead, or you can punch this other guy instead, though. And then they do things like that, and like, oh, can he have a gun? Yeah, but it'll have to be Oscar. They just think about things like that. From what I understand, the showrunners of Spider-Man would just go like they get a note and they just go, okay, can't do that. Yeah. And that's literally it. Like they didn't negotiate, they didn't go back and forth, and they were just. I think it was John Semper, I want to say his name is. Let's check that, but I think they just didn't really know to go back and forth. Yeah, John Semper Jr. They didn't think to go back and forth on that, so the show had like a lot of censorship just because they went, yes sir, whatever you say, sir. Yep, okay, we'll get rid of that, and they didn't fight against anything. So that results in a lot of weird stuff. I think maybe one of like the biggest things is just no guns at all, unless it's a very special episode.
Right.
Everyone in this world uses laser guns, which honestly is not too bad. You kind of get used to it after a while, and this is set in the present day, but it does give the show a slight sci-fi vibe. I mean, it is a superhero show at the end of the day, so it's kind of funny, but you kind of get used to it.
Yeah.
The other thing is they can't mention kill or death. There's a lot of characters saying, I will destroy Spider-Man. Like, you'll hear that a lot. And then the other one is blood.
Blood.
Which you wouldn't really come up that. I don't even imagine seeing blood, by the way. I just mean literally mentioning blood. Like, you can't even mention it, because quite a few... You actually see blood quite a bit in Batman, but... oh no, I don't even think about seeing it here. Which isn't like... You think, well, that's not the biggest deal, but then you get to the adaptation of Morbius the Living Vampire. Yeah. Whoops. Which and Blade, the
right,
Blade the fucking vampire killer. But I guess you kind of get used to it. It seems weird at first. And then I couldn't help myself, but on the notes, every time they let one of those slip, I was just like, wow, we mentioned blood, and I'd write it down.
Right.
And I think towards like the last season, I think they say blood twice.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
it's kind of funny, but yeah.
It's... Oh, man.
So I guess if we want to get like the seasons specifically,
Yeah, like
and then we'll just talk about stuff as they come up. This first season, this one's like kind of the most conventional one. This is before they get. There is definitely continuity between the episodes. Also, I think we watched it in the screwy order. After this, everything was fine, but this first season we saw in a bit of a weird order. I think, not weird, but like just like a broadcast. What was it? Broadcast order or
yeah.
production order? Yeah, something like that.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, there was the very strange ordering issue. One of those like continuity things. I mean, we'll just talk about it. We're just doing so. Peter's romance in this is between Mary Jane and Felicia Hardy. Like,
I really wanted to say Gwen Stacy.
yeah,
I'm just looking at the picture of this blonde girl. I'm like, yeah, it's Gwen. I was like, no. I think I said that during an episode once. Like, is he cheating on Gwen? You're like, Gwen's not in this show. Oh yeah.
No, that's
Not until the final episode.
Yeah, so like as far as I understand it, because I think we talked about this before, it's like Gwen Stacy was the original like love interest, and then she gets killed for dramatic effect, and then Mary Jane sort of fills in for her.
Yeah.
This show, Gwen's just not even in it. Like she makes a cameo appearance essentially in the 5th season, I think. Like
Yeah, literally the final episode.
yeah, that's right. So like that's just they didn't want to touch that, so it's just MJ from the beginning.
Oh, I heard why they did that. Apparently, if they did that, they didn't want to put Gwen in it because apparently all the fans would just be waiting for her to die, and they just wanted to stay clear of that. So
Right, yeah, I mean that makes sense because that's sort of what she's known for, I guess.
jeez, yeah, when you put it that way.
At least at that time. Yeah, and there's so they do this back and forth thing where it's part of the the teenage drama is he's trying to date both of them essentially.
Can I mention something? This is kind of off topic, but I didn't know to mention it during the movie review, so I'll get it in here now. Remember how we were watching like Amazing Spider-Man 2 and we said how awkward the actors like Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone were?
Oh,
I just
yeah,
seemed
sure.
everything. Yeah, they were dating in real life at the time.
Oh, okay then.
I learned that since. I wouldn't have guessed that. Something less so than Tom Holland and Zendaya. Like they have a lot more chemistry. But anyway, just mention that now because I learned that since we did the review.
Fair enough.
Anyway,
Interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he goes back and forth between them, and they both get kind of fed up with him, constantly ditching, because he's doing Spider-Man things, but he can't tell them. And then there's the ordering got weird because MJ doesn't show up for a little bit. Like it was like
a teaser.
Yeah, like
I think that's what they did in the comics.
Right. But like so there was like an episode where the ending was introducing her, like she's just there at the very end where she says something like she calls him Tiger just out of nowhere.
Face it, Tiger, you just hit the jackpot.
Yeah, which is I think is a reference. But
it is a reference. In fact, the recent comic, like Spider-Man, Superman, she has a little bit with Lois Lane, and she's quite annoyed because across the multiverse, apparently that's all she's known for is saying, "Face it, Tiger, you just hit the jackpot." She's telling Lois Lane how annoyed she is about that.
Wow. But yeah, so that's it was like really weird. Like it was just like a random thing she says at the end of that episode, which that's the first thing she says to him. And then the next episode it starts off with him being all like, "Oh man, Felicia's really mad at me about about standing up." And I was just
about
like,
cheating on her.
I was like, wait, Felicia, when did that happen? I didn't even think that was established yet. And then it's like, so then the next episode or something is what actually established them like being an item. So it's like that was just kind of dumb. Like,
it just makes this Peter Parker come across as like Spider-Man 3 Peter, just kind of two-timing Mary Jane.
For sure.
And like just openly, they're not even giving a shit.
Yeah.
So the ordering is a little bit weird here, but there's nothing there wasn't anything that was just completely just kind of impenetrable, like, what the hell's just happened?
I think that was it, honestly. It was just like the romance thing was like really out of whack, but everything else was fine, as far as I remember.
Yeah. Again, this season's not as heavy on the continuity as the other thing. I mean, it's not like there's an episode where Spider-Man's chasing Morbius and then shows Morbius' origin, you know, it's nothing that bad.
Yeah.
So, and then after this season, they like started putting part in the title of every episode. I think, honestly, probably just to counter the fucking just weird episode ordering. Like, they probably just did that just to kind of fight against that. And I don't recall. I'm pretty sure when I saw the show, it was in fucking utterly random order. Like, I had piecemeal memories of this show, but I frankly, I didn't know what the order was. I was kind of surprised. I said to you we were going to watch, like, the symbiote arc. So let's just see Venom, because then, you know, I don't know, I just remember that arc being interesting. We could compare it to Spider-Man 3. And I didn't realise that was Season 1. Like, it didn't feel like Season 1 to me. It feels like something we do later on, but no, it's Season 1. It's just kind of weird.
Eddie in this show is handled strangely to me, because, yeah, he's pretty important throughout the first season, and then by the end of this season, he's basically out of the show for a majority of it, and then he makes one more appearance, and then he gets sent to the fucking Shadow Realm or something, but like, he's just gone.
Yeah, he goes to gay baby jail for a while, and then he gets sent to the Shadow Realm. So that's not the best one.
But yeah.
They do. It's kind of interesting they did him so quickly. I mean, I kind of liked him, like, making appearances up until him becoming, like, an actual villain. In fact, I'm pretty sure, like, the production order was like that 3-parter was the end of the season, instead of here where after Bad Reporter fired, we then just get some Hobgoblin shit, kind of randomly. I don't know.
Yeah,
that seems like a good ender. Like, his arc seemed like a good way to end that season, if you ask me. Which I'd buy if that was the intention. Yeah.
This season ends with the Chameleon episode.
Yeah, that's kind of what I mean, you know? Like, the Venom thing was, like, really cool. I mean, it wasn't very well animated, but I guess we just review that now, seeing we're talking about it. Like, I like... Because, you know, it was kind of one of the main reasons watching this at all was the Alien costume trilogy. And just how it did it better than Spider-Man 3. Like, we actually have the symbiote tying into an existing Spider-Man plot. I mean, the actual comics is all the Secret Wars shit, which is also covered in the show in the final season. We'll get to that. But yeah, it's like the symbiote's on a space shuttle. It's J. Jonah Jameson's son. And then there's this Prometheum X, which Kingpin wants. He sends Rhino to get it. Eddie takes pictures, makes Spider-Man to be out the villain, and then you get like the Sega game plot where Spider-Man gets a bounty on his head. Wait, is that the plot of the Sega game? I'm making shit up. Isn't he like, yeah, Spider-Man's framed in that game? Yeah. So like he has like $1 million bounty on his head. So he's like he's doing normal Spider-Man shit, and in the side he gets the symbiote costume. And we actually learn why it's appealing. It gives him strength and everything, but it also slowly makes him an asshole. Which means like putting people on their heads and spinning them.
Right. You know. It's like, oh, this show trying to make him like to be a hard ass, like a real evil dude, and it's like he just makes Rhino like spin around a bunch.
Is he?
Yeah.
He just threatened to kill him, although with this show he has to do it he has to allude to it in the vaguest possible ways.
Yeah.
He tries to crush him with a door. But I like that. He's like doing normal Spider-Man stuff, and it's not like all about the symbiote. And then the symbiote kind of takes over the plot, and then at the end of part 2, it goes on Eddie, and then he starts like tormenting Spider-Man, like he knows exactly who he is. We know why the symbiote, you know, takes his like memories and his powers and everything. It's a lot better established in the movie.
Right.
And then I really like how Venom just kind of torments him. Like, he doesn't quote destroy him. He just fucks with him a lot.
Yeah.
Which is honestly, I remember as a kid just thinking that's a lot more. It's kind of like scarier. I mean, it's one thing to just be beaten up by a bad guy, but the other thing is just he fucking knows where you live and he's stalking you. Like, he's just goes to your fucking elderly aunt and just goes like, "Hello, how are you?" Just like, get out of here. He's a creep. I really like that. The only problem with that trilogy is like that third episode kind of looks like shit. Like, it's really badly animated.
Yeah.
Which is one thing like when animation like goes downhill, but it's part of a fucking trilogy. That's kind of annoying. Eddie Brooke. Okay, yeah, Eddie Brooke.
Right.
You gotta. It's in the animation there.
Oh, right.
My favourite headline. We fucking phoned this headline in. Bad reporter fired.
Oh god.
But I do like that trilogy of episodes. There's little sillier parts, but you know, it's again, I just like him being stalker. But then it kind of ends a little bit kind of. I don't know. He lures him to a space shuttle launch, a rocket launch,
Yeah.
and then the sound from that separates him from the symbiote. And then Eddie gets arrested and decides not to tell anyone who Spider-Man is for reasons. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
Whatever. Yeah, I like that. That's. Don't worry. I'm not gonna review every single episode. I'm just highlighting that one because that was like one of the most memorable ones of the show, and
Yeah.
a reason we were watching it.
I'm trying to remember like what else I wouldn't want to say about specific episodes in this season. Not a whole lot. It is. We think we both found it pretty weird that Hobgoblin was in this show before Green Goblin. Like,
Yeah.
Green Goblin isn't in the first season here.
No.
But we do get.
Norman Osborn's around, right?
Yeah, because
Okay.
he's the one who creates the Hobgoblin tech. That was like
Right.
part of a really strange plot where Hobgoblin's whole deal is just that he just betrays everyone all the time.
Yeah.
He's just like
Yeah. It's like the. It's like the Catwoman of this universe, except he's the Joker.
so it's like early on we get a few episodes of Kingpin, who is working with Smythe, and I think Harry's working with them at that point, and then that whole plan goes awry.
I mean Norman.
Oh yeah, Norman. The elder Osborn. Right, normal Osborn, of course. He's working with them, and then that goes awry, and then he's pissed off at them, so he creates the Hobgoblin tech, just finds some guy, I guess, who wants to...
Yeah, we don't see who he is until like season 4 or 5. I can't even remember.
Yeah,
it's not really that special.
No, but he's just some guy that he gets hired to go fuck up Kingpin stuff on behalf of Norman, and then he goes there with this tech Hobgoblin does, and he's like, "Hey, what if I fucked up Norman for you?" And he's like, "Okay." And then he goes back to Norman. He's like, "Hey, what if he wants me to fuck you over, but what if I fucked him over for you?" And it's just like,
I need a fucking scorecard. I lost fucking track in this episode.
yeah,
It's kind of confusing. Well, not confusing, but it's just kind of comical.
yeah,
He does rival Catwoman in doing that shit.
it's just kind of absurd. It's just like,
The only thing he doesn't do is pretend to be friends with Spider-Man and then betray him. At least he knows where he stands with Spider-Man.
right, yeah. And it's like from the very beginning. It's like, why would Kingpin go along with this? Like, that's stupid. But
We should mention Kingpin. I like Kingpin a lot. He's probably the single biggest antagonist in this whole show.
for sure.
I mean, I guess like traditionally it's fucking like Doc Ock or Green Goblin or whatever, but no, here's definitely Kingpin. He's pretty great. Like there's some little kind of ironic bits, but because of his weight.
Damn it.
But it was like Roscoe Brown who does a great voice performance as him. I just like Kingpin, and he doesn't even get like Spider-Man doesn't even know who he is. Like he has a public persona, Wilson Fisk, before he took the name Fat. No, sorry. But yeah, he's kind of like in the shadows, a bit like the Gorilla Grodd Secret Society thing, but it lasts several seasons. You know.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't know he's the Kingpin, and there's an episode where Peter Parker saves Kingpin's life without realizing it. Well, he takes an internship from him as well. Again, before he realizes he's a criminal. I like that shit. But talking about the Hobgoblin, like a massive part of the show is just a lot of villain infighting. Like they are constantly going at it between each other, like rival groups. There's a Silvermane who's the rival organization to Kingpins, and they don't like that. And then there's like Guy hates mutant, and Smythe gets betrayed, and then betrays Kingpin. And then Spider-Man helps him, and then he still hates Spider-Man because he's a dick, I guess. I don't know. So that's another theme here. And I kind of dig all that shit, all this villain.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, why would they get on? They're fucking criminals. They're trying to one-up each other. Not like they just... even when they do the Sinister Six, or sorry, the Insidious Six, that's the dumbest censorship. Like, they don't last too long before they just start fighting with each other. Like, for the dumbest shit as well. But, yeah, I don't know. Maybe we should just do season 1 before we continue. There's a lot to talk about. But season 1's like the most consistent. Like, sorry, not the most consistent. It's kind of like the most normal. Like, it's got the least soap opera trappings. I mean, you've got continuity with Eddie, and you know, but it's not like literally part 1, part 2. Like, there's a lot of individual things. Episode 2, like, we're already making Spider Slayers. Like, we barely established who Spider-Man is in the show, but already villains are just going, let's just specifically get this asshole. We hate him.
Yeah, it does not mess around too much.
No origin as well, like that takes a while.
Oh, right, yeah, that's much later. It's...
Yeah, Batman was similar.
True, yeah. I just want to mention, like, one of our notes of the... Because we did, like, a pros and cons of the entire season, rather than every episode. And one of them is just that, man, that Chameleon episode was dumb. Which
oh god, yeah, so much kind of like, duh.
Yes, it's...
Nick Fury, what are you doing here? I was just speaking to you on the radio. Why is your eye patch on the wrong eye? Did the other one get better?
Yeah, Chameleon, you know, he's got this belt that allows him to transform into people. Weird thing, he never talks. Like,
I thought you were going to say never takes the belt off, because he can, like, always see it.
Well, there's that too. He never says anything as Chameleon. He has no actual voice. It is just the voice of whoever he is impersonating, which is interesting. But yeah, like, you can always tell which is him because he's got this big fuck off belt that he's wearing. No matter who he looks like, he's always got this belt on him. So it's like, duh, that's Chameleon, I think. JJ doesn't wear that belt. It's actually Chameleon. Ooh.
They should have done a twist where he just got it for fucking, like, Spider-Man beats up JJ, and he's like, Parker, he doesn't know he's Spider-Man. I got this. It's the new fashion. Oh no.
Oh god.
I don't know.
But
whatever.
Yeah, that was just a dumb.
I was thinking of JJ. He gets way too involved in the season. I remember, like, he is way too much on the front lines. Like, he makes Scorpion.
Yeah, the Scorpion episode is like, he hires some guy to, like, I don't know, follow Parker around or something. And
it was voiced by Martin Landau, who I didn't realize at the time. And then he had to get me Casco's in. I was like, oh, it's the guy from Ed Wood. And then as soon as he did Ed Wood, he got like an Oscar nomination, or I don't know if he won it or not, but he got like an Oscar. And then see, we can't afford him anymore, so he had to get replaced.
Yeah,
so that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
I also realized later on that his daughter voiced Talia in Justice League.
Oh.
That. But yeah, anyway, he made Scorpion.
Yeah, he was just like,
guy.
Yeah, I know some guy who can turn you into a supervillain, and Scorpion's whole deal is he's just like, I want to be back to normal, this sucks. That's very strange. Like, I think his makes a little more sense later on, JJ's, but here he's
on the front lines too much. He shouldn't be that active.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, he's literally getting involved in, like, a lot of action scenes. Like, he's always there. And then later on, he's... You know, he's around, but he's not getting involved in fights and stuff. I'm not saying he's fighting, I mean, he's just kind of... He has too many action scenes, is what I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
Like, 1 or 2 is, like, a fine novelty, but he does it way too much in this season. I think they probably realise that.
I want to give a shout-out to our last con here. They seem to reuse whatever actor happens to be in the studio that day. Jim Cummings voices the half of New York City.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Jim Cummings is the voice of Shocker, who is in a fair bit of this. But...
Well, specifically, he's quite prominent in that, in the Venom trilogy.
Yeah, yeah.
So, all 3 of those episodes.
Yeah, it's like whenever, there's like, when that, like, the first part of that, suddenly, like, just random people, like, I think 2 random people were just obviously Jim Cummings, and we're like, what? Okay, so he obviously voices a major character in this episode, because otherwise, why the hell would we have him in the studio? And
there's an episode later on where there's a newscaster, and it's clearly Jim Cummings, and we're like, well, I guess Shocker's going to be in this episode, and what do you know, Shocker was in that episode.
Oh, what a shocker.
Yeah, damn it.
It's silly. I remember that happening a couple of times where it's just like, oh, that VA's here, so obviously that character is going to show up because they're not, I don't know, it was very distracting. But
yeah.
So yeah, I think we can conclude on season 1.
I guess there's 2 villains we can just quickly mention. Might as well, because I can't do like whole plot lines, but I can mention the villains. Doc Ock, it's kind of lame. Like, he's just... Yeah. He just... Oh, I believe in science and I want to do my science. And they said no, but I want to do science. Also, he's German Alfred. And that's about it.
Yeah.
It's just kind of... I think Alfred Molina kind of spoiled us.
Yeah.
You know, this guy's kind of whatever. I'm kind of surprised how similar the origin was to Spider-Man 2, though. Like, he just got those arms fused while working on, like, a power source. So I guess that's consistent, but... Yeah, it's just like a real kind of mustache twirl, like, oh, I'm evil now. Okay. And the other one's like Mysterio. Like,
You're right.
Kind of whatever. We have the Muscum.
Oh, right. There was a lot of animation.
I can't even remember much about it. Yeah. Craven's alright.
Yeah, Craven is... He's there, I guess. Like, this, his stuff is alright. I don't have much...
I guess I'm kind of going on my way to, like, talk about the villains, and then I'm realizing there's not really much to say, is there? Like, the ones we want to talk about, we've kind of mentioned, like, Hobgoblin, like, preceding Green Goblin, you know, so...
Craven's, I guess, kind of funny, because I think that was, the last movie we saw was the Craven the Hunter movie, and it's like, this guy got his own show. Okay. He's just... It's some guy.
Yeah, there's nothing in there's no part of this character in this show that makes you go, oh, now I see why they even tried it. It's like, no, he's just he's like, he's all right, I guess. I don't care. Anyway,
we will end up talking about a lot of the villains, like the Spider-Man cast of villains. Sandman is not in this. He never shows up. That was the one character I can think of who gets omitted. And not because I don't know a lot about Spider-Man at the end of the day. I've just seen the things that we've talked about or are talking about right now. And but like Sandman is one I'm like, that's weird. It's weird that you didn't get to that one. They get the Hydra.
It's an animation thing. Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. If you can do Hydra Man, you can do Sandman. I don't know. But yeah. We are going to talk about season 2, The Neogenic Nightmare, because there are kind of season titles, I guess. Because
the titles get ridiculous. I think.
Yeah.
Right. Was this one just called the Insidious 6?
Yeah.
What kind of censorship is that? Why can't you say Sinister? Like, the fuck is... What?
Oh, yeah, the titles were weird, because it's like... This is just the Insidious 6, and then the next one is, like, Neogenic Nightmare Part 2. And it was just like, wait, there was a Part 1? It's like, oh, yeah, sure.
They're making this shit up as they went along. Also, this results in, like, the episode titles just being fucking ridiculously long, which... Like, it didn't take us any time to start making fun of that in the notes here.
Oh,
But
right, I just noticed Part 3 is Part 3. Part 2 is just labeled Chapter. Not Chapter 2, just Chapter. They fucking...
It's just a chapter.
There's so many goofs in this show, it's kind of silly.
Yeah.
God, but yeah,
Oh boy.
this is the start of,
Continuity.
Yeah.
Like, we're doing like an overarching plot. Like, this season is this plot with this theme, and the theme for this season is neogenics. Which
Yeah.
this opener is kind of funny because it's very much in a bubble. It doesn't really fit in with anything else. I can see why they forgot to put on neogenic whatever in the title, because it's just like we're doing the Insidious 6, which first of all, like, seems pretty soon to do that. I mean, I know it's season 2, but I don't know. Like,
Well, yeah, it's
hold up
soon,
a little bit.
but then they don't do much with it. It's like,
No,
well, yeah,
they
it's
they show up, they suck, and then once they like the little like 2-parter's done, it's like bye.
yeah, they're done after 2 parts, and it's... Oh, God. I forgot that you mentioned it here, the Doc Ock Crash Zoom thing. Like, even already, apparently we had seen it a lot because you made a joke about it here. It's like,
Yeah,
it's... It's...
yeah, every time.
Yeah.
Sometimes is it going to be forwards or is it going to be backwards? And fucking Viner's always behind him as well.
Right. So yeah, this is the one where Spider-Man's losing his powers?
Yeah.
Like, it's...
Oh yeah, that's right. And they capture him, and then like, they unmask him, and it's like, oh, it's Peter Parker trying to fool us. Because, oh right, this is the episode where so he's losing his powers, and he's having a fight with Doc Ock in a warehouse, and he finds his tentacles, and he's on a bunch of crates jumping around, and he actually says, "I fucking can't believe this. He has no powers, or his powers are fading," and he says, "Thank goodness I still have some of my spider agility." And it's like, because they're reusing animation of him like fucking jumping around like crazy and doing flips and shit, dodging these tentacles, but they can't make new animation for that where he's fucking up. So they just reuse the one where he's being competent, and then he just says this stupid fucking, like, this monologue line, this internal monologue where he's just saying, "Oh, it's good I still have some of my agility." Like, fuck off. Like, that is the single worst case, like, reusing animation. I think it's just because, like, it's always not good, but when they're actually like, putting in dialogue to try and justify it, or just try and, like, sweep it under the rug, it's like, I still have some of my spider. You're like, fuck off. You're like, you don't reuse that then. And then and then he's just like, "Oh, I don't have my powers. I do have my powers for a second. Okay, now they're gone again." God damn it. That really annoyed me. That was like this sort of one more dose kind of thing. It's like, fuck off.
They do a lot of, like, having him think about something just to, like, explain it, even though it's, like, usually pretty obvious. Like, we gotta have...
Oh, right, yeah.
For the kiddies, we gotta make sure to explain everything, so it's like, thank you, Peter, for telling me that. I know. But I do really like that.
No, I'm running out of animation.
I do really like that bit where, like, you know, he's losing his power, so he gets captured. They unmask him, and it's like, oh shit, now they all know who Spider-Man is, and they're like, wait a second, there's no way that Peter Parker's Spider-Man. Also, he wasn't even, like, using his powers or anything, so this is obviously, like, Peter just fucking around. Like, he sent
You couldn't find Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's like... So
I like that bit. It's just that one bit where they were using animation.
Yeah.
The rest of it's pretty good.
Yeah, no, I just really like that, where he's just like, oh, they have an excuse to unmask him, but then they're like, it's not actually him, because he doesn't have his powers. It's like, that's good.
Reminds me of that Hugo Strange episode where just like Bruce Wayne is Batman, and like Two-Face is like, I know Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
It's I think Doc Ock's like, yeah, I know Peter Parker. There's no way.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
well, that's pretty good.
That nerd for my class.
Yeah. Oh boy, I'm trying to.
Like, yeah, the Insidious 6, they just kind of end up infighting. There's a funny bit with, like, I think it's this one where it's, like, Chameleon. Like, Spider-Man pretends to be Chameleon. She's like, hey, I'm Chameleon. I'm pretending to be Spider-Man to get close to, like, the old man who's, like, Silvermane. And he goes, like, oh, there's Spider-Man. Like, there he is. He can ambush him, and then he fucking hits Chameleon or whatever. I forget, but it's kind of funny.
Right, yeah, just like at some point, I gave up on writing the chapter names because I was getting so sick of them.
Oh no, they were going like obnoxiously long.
Yeah.
It didn't take us long to make a joke of it, and then we're just like, let's just abbreviate this shit for God's sake. And then we just started shit posting because it was so ridiculous.
Yeah. Shriek Anvil.
Neogenic Nightmare chapter of the Jules 40 Hunters. My favourite episode. What episode you just finished watching? Blade. Yeah, no, we kind of fucking stopped going.
Yeah, so this is where Morbius gets introduced midway in this season, this season. And he is surprisingly prominent, where...
Yeah, he is, he sticks around.
I do like you mentioning, he's like, oh, I remember that guy from the cartoon. He had like a few episodes, I guess. He's actually fairly important to this show in a weird way. Which I guess is why he gets his own movie, because he's like the secondary.
That's why this show.
No,
that's why the show is so popular.
Yeah, absolutely, because Morbius and his plasma-sucking suction cups. They couldn't,
censorship.
They couldn't have him suck blood, so it's plasma, which is
so he just sucks.
Yeah.
No, he's alright. He's fine.
It's like okay, cool, plasma blood, sure, whatever. That's silly, but we can get away with it. But he also, I guess he can't bite people and suck it through their veins or whatever, so it's got to be... He kind of just puts his hand out, and there's these little suction cups things on his palms that just like... Duh, plasma, and then the person who has their plasma sold is like, oh, I'm really tired now, I guess.
Yeah, nobody actually dies.
Yeah, or gets...
They was like close to it, yeah. They suffer from plasma drain, they say.
Which is like, and then you get Blade, which is another vampire, and it's like... Is this the one where they fight the other vampire? No, that was a different one.
Is Blade in this season? Yeah, he's in the season. Okay. So remember they like Punisher as well.
Oh, right, yeah. They do a lot of crossover. Is this the one with... Yeah, this is the one with the X-Men.
Yeah, it is, yeah. I thought we were going to talk about that next. Just jumped out to Morbius. I mean, like, we wouldn't do, like, the Morbius movie. Like, nobody gives a shit about X-Men. We're here for Morbius.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. So if we're going to order, yeah, they get Hydra Man, which he's the third episode.
Bob Paulson is a stalker.
Yeah, which is a little silly. Like his, I don't know, but
one of the better animated episodes.
Yeah, for sure.
When you have like a Clayface-esque character, you have to bust out the best animation.
Yeah, so. It's and this
that takes a while to pay off. Like that sets something up that we don't see again until at least the start of season 2. That doesn't pay off until like season 5, I think.
Yeah. The very end.
That takes a while to come back. Yeah.
Yeah, which I mean, he's obsessed with Mary Jane.
I like the note. Like, this is part 3 of something before we like kind of picked up that that's just the thing for the season.
Right. It's like the Insidious 6, and then Insidious 6 Part 2, and then Hydra Man Part 3 is like, huh? What? What are you talking about? But
Insidious 7th Hydra Man Part 3, Neogenic Nightmare Season 2 Episode 3.
That's what's kind of strange. I don't remember that episode having fucking anything to do with the whole Neogenics thing, where, like, it's just...
No?
by the way, there's Hydra Man, and he's obsessed with Mary Jane, and then he dies, which...
Yeah, he actually dies. Like, he
Yeah.
comes back, but he dies here.
Yep.
So, Mary Jane kills a guy by luring him onto a roof.
He, like, evaporates, I guess?
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's he's dead. Interesting.
Yeah.
And then straight into an X-Men crossover with...
Yeah, because they're both Fox, so they can do that, I guess. It's their show.
Yeah.
Specifically, they specifically want to clear specifically that early 90s show. The one all like the Capcom shit's based on, basically.
Uh-huh.
Including the same voice actors. You can hear a lot of familiar voices, like Dreams Don't Die.
Yep.
Yeah.
The origin of Sad Claps.
Yes.
It's also, this is where we get introduced to Landon, who I didn't know who this character was. I thought he was maybe an X-Men character, and then he starts showing up a lot. Like, he becomes the new Smythe.
Yeah, it's like a big break as well, and then he comes back, like, way later, like, 4, I think.
I think it was straight up just like, they got rid of, or Smythe became like a solo entity because he betrays Kingpin, or Kingpin betrays him, one of the two. But either way, like, they split up, and then they were like, well, yeah, we need somebody to do shit for Kingpin, so they just got Landon back to do that for him, which...
They just got David Warner, like, you know, he became, like, at the end of this X-Men crossover, he becomes, like, a mutant, and then he kind of, like, they cure him, but he's not, like, fully recovered, so he has, like, this Two-Face thing going on.
Yeah.
Which they really fucked up with, because that's Ra's al Ghul, idiot. But never mind. But yeah, the fucking X-Men from that popular show that we're not going to watch. But
Right.
Anyway, yeah, that's pretty cool. Honestly, you can see all your favorites.
Yeah.
Wolverine, Rouge. No, Rogue. It's Rogue. Cyclops. Gambit with like normal eyes, which is fucking weird.
Oh yeah.
One of my favorite top tiers, Sentinel, shows up. But yeah, I don't really know what to say. It fits in nicely with the Spider-Man story, though. It's not just like it's sort of implied that all these Marvel characters are sort of just implied to be part of the same universe. You know, like the X-Men mutants are just a thing. I guess it's just in like Spider-Man circles. I guess mutants, like the X-Men kind of mutant thing, is obscure enough where it doesn't affect most people, you know? And then, but then Spider-Man's like, his mutations flares up, but he's not like a true mutant in that sense. He was like the result of an accident, but he goes to Professor X, who's like the leading expert on mutants, and yeah, they're just doing their thing. And then in the recent like Disney show, X-Men 97, where it's literally just like another season or 2 of that original X-Men show. They actually show this version of Peter Parker and Mary Jane are just in that universe, like, so they acknowledge that this is all one continuity, which is kind of neat.
Yeah.
So.
When also, like, Peter makes a lot of references to other Marvel characters in the show.
Oh god, like right from the pilot, yeah.
Yeah, and it's not like the Static Shock thing. It's just like they exist. Like they're already.
Yeah.
He's just aware.
Mentions Hulk and the Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty cool. I kind of appreciate them doing that, kind of, because there's like there's a good chunk of time where like the rights to all these characters were locked with different companies and they couldn't do shit like that. But like here, just like we can mention Hulk, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some like some obscure references as well. There's also a couple of at least 2 DC references I can recall. There's an episode later on where there's a little kid who says, I thought you were abandoned on Earth from baby. I thought you were sent from another planet as a baby and grew up on Earth." And Spider-Man's just like, I think he's thinking of someone else. And then there's another one with Tombstone, whose origin is he fell into a vat of chemicals. And then it's like, it almost happens to him again. And Spider-Man says like, "Hey, better not have another dip in this stuff, otherwise your hair might turn green." That's kind of fun. I like that. I appreciate that.
And don't forget, was it Bruce? Or wait, was it Bruce?
Oh, the gargoyle. Yeah, there's the gargoyle. Yeah.
He has a lot of, like, he'll be just sort of, thinking out loud, essentially, like hanging out on buildings. And there's just a gargoyle that he's hanging out nearby, and he's constantly talking to it, and he calls it Bruce. It's like,
Yeah.
I got that. Yeah.
I like that. It works both ways. I mean, they did like the Defenders and Justice League, with Doctor Fate being Doctor Strange and Grundy being Hulk. So they like to pay respects to each other. In fact, one thing I kind of like sort of realised or just kind of appreciated more having gotten that recent. So like recently, probably like since we started doing the Batman reviews, is that Marvel and DC have finally, after literal decades, have started collaborating again on comics. They did Batman Deadpool, and then just like a month ago from us recording this, they did Spider-Man Superman, which I actually bought a copy of. And it's just what I didn't really think of was like a lot of these artists and writers, they just like bounce between the two companies, so a lot of them are just the same people. So it's just kind of fun that they can do that now. Like they could do that a bit more literally after they alluded to things back in the day, and now they can. Anyway, but it's cool to see the X-Men in this episode.
Yeah, for sure.
And it all leads into the neogenic stuff.
Right, yeah.
Hobgoblin's there.
Is he? I forget.
Yeah. He's like fighting. He's fighting fucking David Warner and like Spider-Man and Wolverine. He's like the wild card of this crossover.
Oh right.
It's honestly kind of funny. He puts the fucking virus on the computer. Actually, we've got the image there. Like 90s ass fucking CD-ROM with his CG. Oh, we haven't mentioned the CG yet.
No.
Like the entire city is CG. Remember that Justice League Unlimited episode where like this, they tried to do an entire city and CG, and we thought it looked kind of weird. This is just the entire show does that.
Yeah, and that was
like 10 years earlier.
Yeah. So it looks even worse, and it's
They tried.
Yeah, they tried.
I get why they did it, because like with this whole swinging thing, like he's one of the most kind of like motion-based characters, I suppose you could say. You gotta have these swing scenes, so it seems like a good way to go about it, but maybe give it another 10 years or so, I don't know. It's very ambitious, but it looks very odd. Yeah, it's another thing where you just kind of get used to it, I suppose. Like the laser, like everyone carrying laser guns. The city is made of polygons, I don't know.
Speaking of, toning down gunplay, Punisher's in this show.
Yeah, I love their choices. Like, I know. Maybe like at the time they weren't, infamous for the censorship thing, but it is now in retrospect. But like, we're gonna add to this show that kind of struggles particularly with censorship. Blade the fucking vampire and the guy who just kills people with guns.
Yeah.
Great. Like, fucking, what are you thinking?
Yeah.
What a weird ass choice. But, oh boy, they tried.
I mean,
there's a, Punisher's just like, what's his name? Like, Microchip, whatever the fuck his name is. It's like, hey, Frank, don't, I can't say it out loud, but try and use non-lethal rounds, okay?
Oh,
like, alright, I might do that. And here's the battle van, activate tracing rockets, battle van. And then the fucking latest, like, Spider-Man live-action trailer came out, and there he is, it's Punisher in the battle van. Like, great, finally a real fucking Spider-Man movie. It was just...
building up to this.
How many... They did all these Spider-Man movies, and not once did we get Punisher in his battle van. It's not even Spider-Man till now. So look forward to that.
I was really disappointed in this show. Not once to hear him go warrior,
warrior. And say your prayers.
I remember him being kind of a doofus in this episode. Like he's just hired to kill Spider-Man or take him out, and he just gets thwarted because he can't succeed, so he just kind of.
He ends up helping him. I kind of like him helping because he uses Spider. This is like the art where Spider-Man has like the mutation, becomes like Man Spider.
Yeah.
But it kind of is this the season where he ends up kind of becoming the protagonist? Kinda. I think that's this one, right? The final.
I think so.
He teams up with the Craven, I think.
I don't think that's this episode. No, I don't think that's this season.
It is, yeah. I put it in the notes.
Oh, it is.
It's the last episode, yeah.
Oh, it just happened.
It's hard to remember though. Yeah, it's hard to remember though.
Yeah.
I didn't mind Punisher in this, probably because his voice acting is pretty good, which is more like Safer Blade.
Yeah.
Like Blade's voice is fucking ridiculous.
What is it? That's my impersonation.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to do his voice, but I'm trying to think what he would put. Like, I'm after Morbius. They're all vampires of scum, and I'm here to kill them. It's just I can't.
Yeah.
He sounds fucking stupid. I'm sorry, his voice is fucking terrible.
Yeah, that's one of the big miscasts. We didn't mention last season. Nick Fury was also
Sounds old.
Yeah, they did this thing a lot. It seems where they got older actors to play characters who just obviously
A lot of characters, honestly. You go through the cast list. There's a lot of like older actors. Like a lot was like, who's this? And it's like, oh, they were like TV in the 50s. Like a lot of things like that. And you're like, what? Like no one's not ageist at all. But it's some of them are fine. But then some of I remember Daredevil's VA. It just sounds old. Kind of weird.
Yeah, it just didn't fit. It seemed just off. But it was like a conscious decision to use those people, so it's like, I don't know, just strange.
And sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. Like Kingpin definitely worked, but
yeah, for sure.
But yeah, there's a lot of that. It's interesting.
But yeah, Blade is in this show, I guess. I don't remember.
Yeah, but he teams up with. I can't even remember what he does. Honestly.
Yes, yeah, I don't remember.
That's good. I don't remember. He just kind of goes over Morbius a bit, and then he's like, "No, he's all right." And he's like, "Okay." He shows up again because we love him so much. He'll show up again, so he comes back to help. He teams up with Black Cat. But I did say in the notes, so I do like the final episode where Spider-Man's just a monster now. So he's not the protagonist of the last episode. It kind of tracks Punisher and Kraven, and I kind of like them teaming up. I like that bit. I put that in the positives. And then it ends with like a cliffhanger, which is... can't remember.
Was that the last episode? Because I thought the last episode was the Vulture one.
Oh, Vulture was in this, yeah.
Yeah, the way this...
Oh, he sucks his genes out or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember.
And then he becomes the Man Spider, or was that... No, that was later on. Because Vulture's here, but then that shit happens, like, in Season 4. I'm pretty sure. This is when it gets really blurred.
Yeah, I'm trying to...
They introduce Vulture. I'm pretty sure they cure Spider-Man, but then, whoops, he's for some reason not cured later on. And then Vulture tries to, like, drain his life force, and then he becomes a Man Spider.
Yeah.
So, but that's a different season. You think that would happen here, but no, it's not. Especially after Peter got cured, but no, he didn't. I don't know.
That's why I'm so confused. I remember that being the end of this season, but I don't know if it is. I don't know.
It's confusing. This is the problem with the whole... Again, this is why we do not review individual episodes, because it becomes kind of a blur.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about Tablet of Time now. That was a thing that happened in this show. Was they randomly stop everything to have Silvermane steal a thing that makes people young.
Makes them baby mad.
It makes them younger, and then it just goes poorly, and then he becomes a baby, but he still has mostly the same intelligence. So for the rest of the show,
you wouldn't think that, but
yeah,
he's just hell of a sequel episode.
He's just a baby, and it's very dumb. But
I guess we'll get to that though. But
Yeah. But I mean, this one, I remember this being the second part of this is it's like the big fight and Connor's there, and I don't know. But the important thing is that at one point, like, the animation turns to absolute horse shit.
oh god, yeah.
Spider-Man gets crushed by a bunch of rocks, and then you see a shot later of that same shot, but the rocks are it's in reverse. They reverse the
God,
footage.
I forgot about that. So I didn't take a screenshot. Yeah.
Yeah, the rocks get pulled off of him psychically because it's being played in reverse in order for, like, Connors or something to, like, grab him. Just out of nowhere.
It's
Just
absolutely shocking.
yeah, it looked terrible. It was
Yeah, it did.
very dumb, and just the entire episode I remember just being just stupid.
Was that when we said that would have been Baby Mad?
I'm not
Might have just been influenced to say that because it ends with a baby.
maybe that might have been later on, actually. I don't know, but
I remember the bit where like Connors is in a room or something, and then the lizard breaks out of it, and fucking what's her name? Not Talia is like, where did he come from? It's like he's wearing fucking Connor's lab coat. Where the fuck do you think he came from? You fucking idiot.
yeah, like they have to
Oh no, he ate Kurt Connors. Like what?
they have to, like, break it down for kids, but they also, it feels like sometimes they just don't care.
The adult characters are fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's like,
dumb as
oh,
children.
why wouldn't this adult understand this? It's like, I don't know. Who cares? The kids want to ask questions. It's like, that's, yeah. I remember this two-parter being particularly dumb. Shout outs
Yeah,
to Smite's robot with multiple screens, and then one of the screens gets covered in web, and so the head rotates so it can show another screen with his
Yeah.
face on it. It's like, that's not the monitor. It's like not the camera.
This is the camera, yeah.
It's like, no, that's not
No,
how it
no,
works.
You don't understand. I have to have them see me.
They have
This
to
will
see
really.
it.
This new Spider Slayer will counter him not looking at my face as I kill him. Like, what? Oh, sorry, destroy him. I didn't say the K word.
And then, yeah, it ends with the Vulture thing where I don't know. Vulture's there.
Really, maybe we should do this episode by episode. I'm getting fucking confused. Anyway,
Nah.
not literally, but
I can't tell you what happens in this Vulture episode. He's like, there's this guy, he's just like, I've got the power to drain age from people temporarily? Which,
yeah, there's like 2 voice actors as well, which is interesting. Keeps like reverting old to young.
yeah, it's very strange. Like, he steals their age temporarily. So, like, they become older and he becomes younger, and then the effect wears off on both of them. So, I don't know. I mean, I'll have the
Is
notes
this the
on
one where
screen.
Peter was old? Was that a different one?
I assume so. I don't remember Vulture doing a whole lot after this.
I don't know. What do we think of this
I
season?
don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I should be looking at the...
Anyway, that was the first one with like the continuity, though. We were like
Yeah.
all that confusion and complaints. I remember it being all right. Yeah, I wrote here like it's starting to feel like an actual like string of comic books, which is definitely true. I guess one problem it has, and this is like going onwards, is like they have to try and cover everything. So one thing I've learned about comics recently is that they kind of, in an ideal scenario, they try and treat every single issue as someone's first. So they do what they can to kind of bring people up to speed or just trying to help out a bit. And this show does that as well for the kids. The problem is you get a lot, like every episode like has like 10 flashbacks. And which is also an excuse to reuse animation.
Oh,
That's not unique to this season, but this is where that really gets started. They have to, explain everything, and it's not even just like the start of episode, like mid-episode, they'll just go to a flashback because it fills time without having to create new animation, and it also doubles as helping the kids out, so yeah, it's going to be a problem going forwards.
I'm looking at our like bullet points, and I'm actually a little torn because there's a lot of stuff to like here, but there's also a lot of negative things we wrote down. Like
True.
the the last like half, or like the later quarter at least, is pretty bad. Like
Yeah.
a lot of
Lot of
reused
them,
clips, like an absurd amount of reused clips, and just the plots are dumb. Like the Vulture stuff was dumb, and the tablet thing was dumb. So
The Insidious thing didn't go anywhere, didn't tie in at all.
yeah.
Honestly, the highlight's probably the X-Men two-parter. And that wasn't like amazing, it was just kind of entertaining to see these characters and for them to stitch it into this world seamlessly.
Yeah. I do like their the whole continuity thing, but I think as a whole, the actual episodes themselves, there was more duds than there were winners. So at the very least, I think this one goes below season 1.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I think the symbiote three-parter in one was the highlight still.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not saying it's the best thing ever, but I just like it.
Yeah.
Season 3, doubling down on those Marvel characters.
All right, we open up with season 3, episode 1, Doctor Strange. So
You know, when I started doing this with you, I did not realize how fucking prominent Doctor Strange would be in just all of Spider-Man. Because holy shit, he shows up a lot. I guess he's also a Steve Ditko creation, so I guess that kind of explains it, but
oh yeah, sure.
he's around a lot, though. If I can throw the question in here, if that's the rationale behind it. I don't know. Anyway.
So what is season 3? I just remember this being kind of a list of stuff happening.
Oh, right, so the cliffhanger for the last season was like Mary Jane sees her father, which they keep teasing is like going to be a thing. And it kind of never is, although in this sort of bridge here, it's fucking Dormammu, or what's his name? What's the... Damn it, all the appearances are shitposts. What's the bad guy in this one called?
It's Dormammu.
No, who's his underling? Mordu? Mordred? No, that's the Young Magic guy.
Let's say it's not Mordru, because that's...
No.
Yeah.
I know. Whatever.
No.
Fucking whatever. He was in one of those MCU movies. I don't care. Whatever. Anyway, the fucking Dormammu's like underlings. He just pretends to be Mary Jane's father to trick her into joining a fucking flying cult where they go around stealing MacGuffins to bring Dormammu into our dimension.
Like,
we know Dormammu from NBC3.
Yeah, they do get brainwashed to do crimes. So like, Spider-Man runs into MJ, who's doing crimes, but she's like mind controlled, and then
flying.
Yeah,
she doesn't usually fly, by the way.
Yeah, that's a little weird. It's a little bit of an animation goof, but yeah, like that whole like I
would not put that past this show.
No,
you just forget the character can't fly for a bit, and the kids won't notice.
Spider-Man will have an internal monologue explaining why she's flying. It's fine. But yeah, no, like they do that cliffhanger, and then it just immediately just like, oh no, it's just some guy just tricking her. Like, okay, it doesn't really matter.
Not really, no. Like, you think it's like she keeps mentioning her father, and it never really pays off. Like, she'll continue mentioning him in the future, like going forwards. Doctor Strange is here. He's here to help Spider-Man. Wong's here. He's like, thanks for your help, Wong. It's just like, I don't really do much, but yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the magic stuff. It's fine. Like, I certainly like kind of accepted this more than when they suddenly dumped magic into that episode of Batman. Like, that was fucking weird. I'm gonna bite more here.
Yeah. This is...
Yeah, it's kind of funny how like the incantations of Doctor Strange are like just random bullshit, but I've heard them enough to actually start recognizing like the Eye of Agamotto and the bands of Sitarak and things like that, and it's absolute gibberish, but it's like they're consistent. I'll give them that.
I'm really drawing a blank on a lot of this here, although this is apparently where Green Goblin shows up.
I was pausing to like review that episode, and I'm like, oh wait, no, not doing that. Make a Wish is the next episode. I'm not literally going to do it. I'm not going to do like every episode, but that's the one with the kid.
Oh,
So,
yeah. This was
I want to talk about that. Like the little. So he visits. Spider-Man gets fan mail from a little girl who wants to Spider-Man to visit her.
He wants to quit.
So he visits her. Oh, he wants to quit. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And then he sees this little girl. Oh, Madam Web. Have we met her yet? I think
No.
we mentioned her yet.
Oh, I think
Madam Web's a character.
Oh, yeah. This is where she shows up. That's right.
Okay. So yeah, she's like, yo, like, who the hell are you? It's just like, you don't recognize me? It's from the best movie. And he's like, get the fuck out of here. No.
Much older now. What happened?
Why do you sound like Stan Lee's wife? But yeah, she's like all mystical, and I guess it's kind of apt after we've done the Doctor Strange episode. Oh right, she's teased at the end of the Doctor Strange episode. She's like kind of watching what's just happened, and even Doctor Strange is just like, this is a power that outweighs even my own. Like that's her teaser into this one. So anyway, she's just like this mystical figure that helps Peter by giving him riddles and shit, and she's like, you have to trust a child. So he's like, all right, Madam Web, I'll go visit this kid. And then it's only now he kind of gives her like his origin, kind of. I mean, he's kind of alluded it up to this point, but here we get it kind of dumped, like the whole like the spider bite thing or the wrestling. I forget the particulars of it. I'm pretty sure he gets into the wrestling thing and the money thing and doing the wrong thing. Uncle Ben's never explicitly said to have been like shot and killed, is he? In this whole show?
No, I don't think so.
No, oh boy. Well, anyway, I mean they allude to him enough.
Nah.
But yeah, this episode, and then there's like this funny little side plot with the Doctor Octopus, and he's made like a drone octopus robot. And then what happens to Spider-Man? He gets like, he gets mind controlled. Like no, he gets amnesia, like fucking Harry does.
Oh yeah.
And then he's like convinced that he's a criminal who works with Doc Ock. So he helps Doc Ock, and then this little girl has an adventure with a taxi driver to save him. Doesn't sound interesting. I mean, it's one of the more interesting episodes just for maybe like perception shift. But it's alright. Then it has that ending, which is a bit of a downer, but
oh yeah.
Jesus
Christ.
He reveals, just says, "Who are you really?" And he shows her face, and he shows his face to her, and then God, I don't even know if I want to say.
Yeah, wait.
It's basically
yeah, like he flies, or he flies. He swings.
There's an animation goof again.
Damn it. He swings out of there, and it's like, oh, this is, she's like a terminally ill child.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of sweet in a way, but it's also just a little bit of a, like, oh, alright.
Yeah. It's.
A little girl we've gotten to know for 2 episodes.
It's
moving on.
clever writing, I would say. It's.
Oh, no, it's kind of sweet in a way, yeah. Don't get me wrong. I need to be clear, like, it's not like a net negative thing. No, it is kind of sweet that he does this for a little kid. No, I get that. I just didn't expect it as all.
No, I just want to emphasize, like, it's the way that they deliver it is that the very last frame is like this kind of gut punch thing after everything he's been through. So,
that's a good way to put it.
So it's for this show, it's pretty damn clever. So I just want to give props to them for that.
Fair enough, yeah.
This one's labeled as Attack of the Octorok, so I don't know what the fuck happens here.
Oh boy, I can't wait to get the Octoroks. What?
I don't know. Is this where we get introduced to Aunt Anna? Who?
Oh boy, that's a monumental moment. Yeah.
this character, the fucking Peter.
The true antagonist of this show.
Peter Parker's #1 hater. Like,
yeah, this is like the reverse Flash of Spider-Man.
So Mary Jane has an aunt who is just now hanging out with Aunt May like all the time. Like she's constantly in the show now, and she's just like, that Mary Jane wants to date Peter Parker, but that boy, he fucking sucks shit.
He's a piece of shit. I hope Aunt May, no offense, but I hope your nephew dies. He's such a piece of shit. He's fucking worthless. Like, you know, like, fucking. That's not even like that exaggerated. She's fucking, like I said, she's like the fucking reverse Flash. She's just fucking hate her. The fucking JJ is just like, you know, like to Spider-Man, what she is to Peter, I guess. I don't know. Oh yeah, and they find out she's voiced by. She's the wife of the creator of Star Trek. And if you ever see like Star Trek, sort of like any of the '90s show like Next Generation or Voyager, which had like a House of the Dead arcade game, whenever you hear the computer speak, that's her voice. So it's a fun fact for you.
Oh.
But just don't ever ask the Star Trek computer for her opinion of Peter Parker though, because she'll just go on a rant.
So okay, that was the Make-A-Wish part 2. So, but yeah, she's I don't know. She's weird because she's just very prominent now, and her entire role is just to shit on Peter Parker.
Yeah, it is.
And then we get Green Goblin.
Yeah, took a while. Finally, we put.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a lot to say about him now. He's just kind of what you'd expect. Like Norman does some sort of experiment that goes wrong, and he becomes crazy. And I think they handle that fairly well, considering.
Yeah,
like
his voice is completely different. Like good acting, I like that.
Oh yeah.
He just sounds like a normal guy, and then he's just like the Green Goblin. Woo! It's like whoa, holy shit! Fucking like the Mark Hamill like Hobgoblin just sounds kind of normal in comparison. This guy's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
I guess I should point out Hobgoblin is just like a normal criminal, whereas Green Goblin is the one who's crazy.
Right.
With it hopped up on goblin juice.
Yeah.
So, but and it's more infighting because they don't get on. Because of course they don't. I can't even remember what happened. We just got Kingpin giving a thumbs up.
Yeah, there was some.
Oh right, he Green Goblin kidnaps everyone who's wronged him.
Oh yeah.
So, and then like Spider-Man like kind of inadvertently saves everyone, including Kingpin. And then Kingpin like he sets like the self-destruct or something to trap them. And Felicia's just like, don't do that. Like, fucking, what's his face? The Spider-Man or whoever's in there. And he just gives like a thumbs up. He's like, thumbs up, soldier. I don't know.
He's like, yep. That's
hey,
it. Yeah.
Hey, sit on it. I remember that being pretty good. I mean, it's just, again, we're not doing episode by episode, but I remember that one being pretty good. I do like the version of Green Goblin here. Yeah, you know what I don't like as much as I scroll down the next episode?
Yeah, this is the one.
This is the Baby Mad episode.
This one sucks, which is funny because I remember you had mentioned that it was like, oh, it's one of the very special episodes. It's got some like some serious matter to it, but on top of that, it's just a dumb episode. It's fucking stupid. So like,
I don't think this was a special episode. I think I confused this with another episode. I think it's the one with Bobby's son. I confused it for.
That's right, yeah, I thought this was, because his name is Robert? Yeah, Robert.
Yeah, and it's just the kid. I was just kind of thinking, no, this is that? Like, my memory's pretty vague. I was like, is that this character? No, it's a different one.
Right, but, okay. I got confused too, because I remember, it was like, oh, it's Robert. It's like, oh, is it like Robbie Jr. or something? Is this... It's like, no, it's just some other kid named Robert, which is, I guess, not the weirdest thing in the world. It's just, it just kind of threw me off.
Oh, put a War Wheel, like, as a gag here. Because it looks like the War Wheel from DC. It turns out that's a recurring Spider-Man villain, apparently. The fucking... I can't remember what it's called, like... It sounds stupid, like Battle Wheel or something, but Spider-Man has his own wheel antagonist.
Weird.
So that random thing that we just, we just saw and made fun of. Apparently it's a recurring villain. Move over Venom and Green Goblin. We want the wheel. I don't know.
The battle circle. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't get bothered to look at this.
Anyway, this episode was fucking stupid. There's some kid who, like... I don't know.
He likes science, but he's like... What is he, like, hitting... He's hanging out with the wrong crowd or something? Or am I thinking of the Tombstone episode again? I don't know.
Yeah, I think you were.
He becomes a... Then he, they think he's a criminal? Like, this... his mother recognizes him in the silly costume or something.
Something
God,
like that. I don't. Yeah, there's just some kid who becomes like a superhero, and then, no, I don't remember
He's
fucking
like a
shit.
rocket skateboard. He has he's called Rocket Racer.
Yeah.
The biggest thing I remember is that fucking screenshot, which is hilarious.
Yeah. God. And
Fucking show that's infamous for censorship, and then he just says out loud, "Your gangbanging days are over." I'm just like, excuse me?
Okay.
What did you just say?
People don't know what that word means, I guess.
It's like when they, it's when they like drive past and they shoot them. It's, it's banging. That's what it means, right? Right? Yeah, I can see why you're taking it back. We almost mentioned guns. That's real bad. Some fucking writer didn't know what that meant. That's fucking hilarious.
Apparently the censors didn't either. That's so funny.
No! That's hilarious. Oh man, and then like immediately after that, there's like a scene, and he's dressed like the first picture, but then for some reason he attacks someone in the second picture
Yeah.
for like a second. Like,
Looking at the
I don't even
notes-
think it's reused footage. I'm not even sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they just put it in the wrong place. I don't know. I'm looking at the notes, and there's just a bunch of things that are coming back to me. Like, his mom sees him out on the street, like on the TV, and then she starts having like a panic attack, and so she needs to be hospitalized, which means that Felicia just takes her to her house. It's like, why did you take her to a hospital? It's like, no, she's fine, whatever. The wheel, which is just like, it's a wheel, it's a covered thing, like a covered vehicle.
Oh, yeah.
And then Spider-Man just pulls someone out of it, like the writer out of it, even though there's...
Yeah, they phase through the glass, like, dome thing. It's like, what?
It's like, no, that doesn't make
You
any
can't animate him tearing it open or something.
No, yeah, it's...
I love the fucking rating notes. It's just twisted logic, gang banging.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, that fucking sucked.
It has nothing to do with anything. It's just some kid there's another character that exists, I guess, and...
I don't know if he exists in the Spider-Man media. I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
When's the Rocket Racer movie coming? Come on, Sony.
I don't know. That was weird. God, what else happens in this season? I don't know if we've been talking about season 3 for a while.
Oh,
but
next one's actually pretty good. Framed. Peter gets framed. Like he that's the one where he works for Kingpin, and then he's like framed for stealing information or something, like from Kingpin's son. So it starts out with him on trial.
Oh, right.
And then like Daredevil's his defender in court. Like, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I guess it's the Daredevil two-part, I suppose you could call it. But even outside of that, it's a good premise.
Oh,
because it's like Peter getting roped into something rather than Spider-Man. Bring up momentum here, but this is the one where Daredevil shows up and he sounds old. But no, he's pretty cool. He gives his... Oh yeah, one thing I didn't really say about all these... Every time you get one of these Marvel characters showing up, they have to like stop to give their origin, which I guess I kind of appreciate it. Honestly, I probably learned about a lot of Marvel characters from this show and them doing that. Like, I probably saw this before the Blade movie. At least I hope I did. They'll stop and they'll just give a little origin story about who they are on Daredevil. That's a pretty good one. Even Kingpin gets one at some point. The infamous Wait one.
Yes.
But yeah, and it's kind of makes sense because from what I know from Daredevil media, that he fucking hates Kingpin. Like, that's often his antagonist in the that fucking Ben Affleck movie in the Netflix show.
Right.
Fucking hates Kingpin. So yeah, it makes sense he goes after him. And I think this is also where Spidey learns that Fisk is the Kingpin. So there's a turning point, I think, if it is this one. Yeah, that wrote it down. It's pretty cool.
We have an appearance from Fat.
He took on a new name. Oh yeah, was it like 150% of my body mass is fat? Allow me to show you what 4% of muscle can do and whatever.
Right.
This is a very like kind of very YTP happy show, and I think part of that is because it's fucking edited like a YTP anyway.
It is,
even before you start making fun of it. All the fucking reused footage. Oh god. But that was I remember that being a good two-parter. I like that one.
Yeah, that was good.
Ultimate Spider Slayer, is that the one where Smythe gets betrayed?
That's because I think it says we wrote Smythe Fire during the last episode, and then we wrote Smythe 120%. Meaning
that'll be this one then.
Yeah, this is the one where Smythe becomes the. No, he's still. Yeah, like he gets transformed under Kingpin, right?
Yeah. It turns into like a biomechanical creature, and that's where you get David Warner back.
Yeah.
His name was
Landon.
Yeah. Landon, yeah.
Yeah, they turned Smythe into some sort of fucking. He looks like
anime villain.
Yeah, he looks like younger Taguro. It's weird, and
it's a really weird design.
Yeah, and that's just how he saves for the rest of the show. He's just a demon thing now. And
he loses his mind, and Spidey helps him regain it from like his father. He's trying to save his father, and then he's just like, then he's kind of back to his normal self, but he's in this body, and he's a dick again.
Yeah,
it's like a good bit where like Spidey helps him. It's like, oh, you're being betrayed. It's like that, like helps him regain his mind, and he's just like, yeah, fuck him. Yeah, but fuck Spider-Man though. But anyway,
I think it's better.
I like how we have to. If I realised like we're going to be so long between like watching this and reviewing it, I probably would have made more useful notes because you had to decipher what Smythe 120% meant. Like playing a fucking Riddler or whatever.
Right.
If it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be sure it was this episode.
Yeah.
And I only know I only get that reference from that one Mugen character.
Right. Yeah. Then the episode we kept alluding to by accident happens next.
Yeah.
Where Robbie is a fairly important character in this show. At the very least, he's in a lot of it. Like he's just kind of working.
He goes quite plot important in season 4, 5.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. But yeah, so he has a family now who lives in the really nice house, which is not where he lived in season 1, but whatever.
They dropped. What did they drop off in there? Like Craven or someone? Or,
yeah, it was
Craven's girlfriend. They dropped off in Bobby's apartment. He won't mind. What?
Yeah.
He might do, but yeah.
And then now it's like, now he lives in a house and he's got a family. He upgraded in
we don't know how much time's passed.
Yeah, I have no idea. But yeah, this is some dumb episode where Robbie's kid becomes a gang member. Like he starts working
for him with the Von crowd.
Yeah, he works for some of the villains like Tombstone here. It was just some zombie guy. Like he seems very generic.
He was in Spider-Verse. He got threatened by Doc Ock. That's about it.
Yeah.
For other appearances, I don't know. Did he talk in puns? I forget now. Am I thinking of someone else?
I don't think
so. I'm thinking of Ice Cube or whatever his name was. Yeah. But anyway, he's like Robbie's old friend, and then he got Joker-fied, as I alluded to earlier, and then they made fun of that.
Yeah.
I remember him keep saying, "You need to kill." The Silvermane story. I remember that a bit. It's like, you need to kill. The story. Oh, okay. Like they do that bit, like they say, like blood bank. It's like, okay, he's not referring to blood. He's referring to a building, so that's fine. Like it's just kind of funny shit. They can use certain words as long as it's like the difference between ass and asshole.
Right. Well, that was a recurring thing in this episode too. Like every time they referred to stopping that article is kill that article, kill that story, and it's like
they're trying to get out their system.
It's like, you just really want to say that word, huh?
Yeah, but they did. But it's probably kind of frustrating. I don't know.
Again,
but this is the very special episode because he takes his gun, and because it needs to look like for the for the message. This is the one gun in this entire universe that actually looks like a revolver that shoots ballistics and not a fucking laser gun. Which, yeah, I mean, makes sense. It would quite have the same implication. It was a fucking laser ray gun.
I have to emphasize, by the way, that when I say like everyone uses laser, I mean like the police are all armed with laser guns. Like it just kind of becomes silly.
Yeah, literally everyone. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm glad you clarified that because like people might think, oh, you mean like the bad guys? I'm like, no, literally everyone.
Yes.
Apart from Bobby. Yes, Bobby's the one character who has the power of killing in this entire universe. Because everyone else just gets like knocked out or something.
Yeah.
He just blasts you away. I don't know. But yeah, it was alright. That one was kind of inoffensive.
Yeah, yeah. Venom returns.
Does he now?
Yeah, in episode 10 of season 3, Venom returns.
I can see that he returns because there's a picture of him there in the scene where Carnage breaks out of his cell.
Right, yeah.
But anyway. Yeah, Eddie's been dormant for a while. What's he been up to?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Prison. He was in prison.
He was in
prison.
He
knows who Spider-Man is, but he doesn't want to tell anyone because of reasons. He's plotting his revenge, I guess. How do we get Venom back into this show? Dormammu. Right? I mean, that's kind of obvious, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of weird. I mean, I kind of respect it. Like, the weird crossover, I mean, sure, but... Like, this is the Doctor Strange villain. We're using him to get Venom back into the plot and introduce Carnage, but I like it. I vote it as a positive for the season, I believe. So yeah, Dormammu is like, what does he wanted to do? Like, oh, he needs... So there's a guy who's made, like, this interdimensional portal thing. What's his name? I think it's like another obscure reference. It's like some D-tier Marvel character. The hell's his name? Tony Stank? Is that it? Tony Stank? I don't know. Apparently he's in the comics he's like an actual superhero though, or something. Anyway, Tony Stark has made an interdimensional portal and like Peter's there as a reporter to cover it, and then Venom gets ordered to take it because he's going to use... I kind of like the merging... By the way, I like the merging with science and magic. I kind of like that. Like, he needs this interdimensional portal thing. I guess it's like the same thing, fundamentally. Tony Stark isn't there, so who shows up to help? It's the Color Swap War Machine. He's there. And I kind of got a kick out of this because I remember particularly, like, this is... Around about the time I was like seeing this on TV was also the time I was probably playing like the PS1 version of MVC1. So I kind of got a kick out of seeing Venom and War Machine fighting.
Right.
That was pretty cool. I distinctly remember that. It's one of my favourite episodes because of that. But then Venom's like not doing too well, so he needs someone else. So they get this serial killer called Cletus Cassidy. Oh yeah, apparently this symbiote like reproduce off screen. It made like a red symbiote. And then we get Carnage. So you can stick that in Cletus.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this is a blur for me. I remember
I watched this episode a lot as a kid, you can probably tell.
Fair enough.
So, but yeah, anyway, long story short, I'm sorry I'm getting into like the whole review thing, but Carnage is here. Which is fun, because he's a serial killer in this fucking show. But...
right, yeah, but they can't have him do any of that, so he's just kind of an asshole who's in jail.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Just rude. His crime is being rude. I remember them saying like there's stuff that he can't even the Bugle can't print about. It's like being rude, and jaywalking, whatever. I don't know.
I like this note. Cletus jailed for being criminally unfunny.
Oh yeah, he constantly laughs.
Yeah.
Fucking Eddie, who's voiced by Hank Azaria, like doing his Mo voice almost. He just starts like laughing. He's like, "Shut up!" I think Spider-Man like doesn't shut up as well. He's just like laughing maniacally as Carnage, and Spider-Man just webs his face because it wasn't that funny. Like I don't mind it when people like other characters react kind of normally to it. It's like, shut up, idiot. But yeah, I'm sorry, I'm getting dangerously close to reviewing the whole thing.
Yeah, I just remember this is.
And
like,
then part 2 is just Carnage.
Yeah, it's just Carnage, and then the
Iron Man appears.
The whole Venom thing gets ended by just they open the portal, like the villains open the portal to get to Dormammu, and then Carnage and
Venom's
Venom.
open them, by the way. He did a face turn.
Oh yeah,
Kind of.
And then
He's still a jerk, but
he like tackles Carnage into the portal, and then they disappear, and then they're just gone. So
he says bye to his love interest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry I went on a bit too much about that. That was just really one that just seemed to be constantly on TV when I was growing up, so I just remember it very well.
Right.
We'll move on.
The spot's in this episode.
Oh, so this is where he reappeared after he fucking vanished.
Yeah. He went back to the show, and I don't know.
I wouldn't put it past the next Spider-Verse movie to do like a gag like that or something. Like, you'll come to this animated show or something. Like, it seems like something they would have fun with. Anyway.
Yeah, this is fairly important, if I remember correctly. Like,
oh, the portal technology is important, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's just some guy who makes portal tech and then starts using it, and
Kingpin kind of forces him to work for him, and then he betrays Kingpin.
Yeah, something like that.
I love the screenshot of Kingpin's like plan to like use portals for. It's just like the most basic shit to get Spider-Man.
Just sneak up on him. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, he betrays him, and then there's like more back and forth, and then his power's like kind of like ridiculously strong for what a goofy is.
Yeah.
I guess that's what they did in Cross the Spider-Verse. It's like, you know, you didn't take me seriously, and you really should have. And that's also the case here, because he nearly like destroys the whole fucking universe, or like the Earth. He almost creates a black hole, if I remember correctly. So it ends with him like having to sacrifice himself to close it. So I kind of like his character. Like he's not what you'd expect, but
yeah, I liked him.
I don't know. This kind of makes him more memorable. Yeah, like incredibly unassuming, like very reluctant, but yeah, he's alright. He's an interesting voice. Like,
Yeah.
You'll never get me now, Spider-Man. Like, you have no power here, Kingpin. Like, it's just not really like a villain voice, but I kind of dig it.
Yeah. No, I don't remember a whole lot about the rest of this other than how the finale goes.
Yeah. Goblin. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm good. Well, yeah. Well, gone too far, but the goblins fight. What's turning point? Oh, the fucking party. Yeah, no, that's an important one. Has he like Goblin knows who Peter Parker is, or should I say who Spider-Man is? I think most people know who Peter Parker is.
How the fuck do you know him?
He's a journalist. He's that journalist who takes pictures for the Daily Bugle. I remember there's it's like a YTP or something. Or no, it's not even a YTP. It's just a clip of the show, like Norman's Totally Normal Party, where he just starts like they're at a dinner party and Peter's there and he's just like, we all have secrets, don't we, Peter? I say, how about after this meal we reveal our secrets, eh? And it's like the Thanksgiving meal in Spider-Man 1, but more unhinged. I don't know. And then just turns into a fight. It's just kind of funny. It's just this fucking weird guy who knows who he is, and he's just kind of teasing him with it. And then I'm not gonna lie, I can't remember the ins and outs of it too much, but
no, I don't.
It's the scene on the bridge though that is important.
Yeah. The way that the whole thing ends, the whole season, is that I think he threatens Mary Jane or something because she's there. So there's a big fight, and then portals something another, and then Mary Jane and Goblin fall into a portal, and then
they basically like did the Gwen Stacy, like Green Goblin kills Gwen Stacy thing, but with like the characters and censorship of this show, basically.
Yeah. So it's like it looks like she jumps or something, and Peter thinks that she fell into the river and then just vanished.
Yeah, she fell into a portal.
Yeah, but she actually fell into a portal. He didn't see that, so he assumes she's dead, or just missing, I guess. But and then Goblin
He just
also
pissed the Goblin, by the way, like for doing that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, he does like at the last minute try and save him, but then he gets sucked into a portal. So, like, I think his monologue says like he considers letting him go, but it's like, I think at the last second he's like, no, I couldn't live with myself if I did that, and he, it's Norman, so he tries to save him. But he fails, and Normal's gone, and MJ's gone. Also, these are spoilers, but MJ ain't coming back. Like, you think she does. No, she literally never comes back, and the show gets fucking cancelled.
None of them come back.
So everyone turns to, they're fucking dead. Lost into this stream of time where their best hope is that X-Men 97 cameo where apparently she looks fine. I don't know.
Yeah, that was
weird shit.
Well, I want to talk more about that later. So season 3, we wrote more positives than negatives.
Sure.
It does have some pretty dumb episodes in it, but
yeah, I mean, it did have the Rocket Mesa shit in it, but I don't know. Like they're getting more confident with the Marvel. I feel like Daredevil's like just putting him in 2 episodes a bit more meaningful than stretching out Blade or Punisher. Like we got him in. Like there's his episode now, and Strange as well. It's fine.
Yeah.
They don't overstay their welcome. They don't try and force them into the main plot. I think they serve the purpose better as guests. That's kind of like probably why I like the X-Men so fondly in this as well. Like, they showed up, they did the thing, bye.
Yeah.
More of a novelty if they don't overdo it as well.
No, I think this one's a pretty solid season. It has one sort of, outlier, but beyond that, pretty good for this show.
I might say the best so far.
Yeah, I think so. We'll put that up in front.
Whenever can we arrange these things, it's not going to be like set in stone what's coming next. It's like, well, that's going to be... It's also not Baby Maddie, it's just the worst. It's not. It's fine.
Right. Season 4, Partners in Danger, which... This is just like the Black Cat season, kind of? Or like
yeah.
The first half is, at least? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah? Well, it must be, because... Yeah, it is, as the father.
Yeah. They do this whole thing of setting her up which, I mean, again, I don't know fucking anything about comics, and I didn't know anything about this character going into it, to be honest. I knew that she was sort of like a Spider-Man sidekick, sort of, not sidekick, but,
The character, I would say. I don't know.
Yeah.
I kind of, I barely know anything about her. She was in, the PS1 game and the PS4 game, and that's about it.
Yeah.
She's just Spider-Man's Catwoman, I guess, from what I understand.
Pretty much, yeah. She just kind of gets Black Cat powers. Like, it was like her father was also...
He's a thief, like a cat burglar, yeah.
Yeah. And then she gets this... What is it, like, just like an injection or whatever? But I just know that she...
It's the Captain America Super Soldier Serum, but hers, she can turn it on or off, which, makes her taller, more buff, and... Is it, change her hair color? Yeah, to white, yeah.
Yeah. Which
is interesting.
Yeah, which is pretty weird.
It's interesting way to have a secret identity.
Yeah. I don't think that ever gets revealed, does it? Like, does she know?
I don't think Spidey ever learns now.
Yeah.
I don't think so, no.
Yeah,
I mean, Felicia's been on since season 1, that took a while.
Yeah.
I can't remember, what happens particularly, but in this first episode, but I remember from the notes of the one with Jigsaw Jameson, where he becomes like a fucking detective, like the good old days of him being a
gumshoe
reporter.
This was this is a fucking weird episode.
Yeah.
This just happens.
These are some really good notes here because I'm trying to like piece together the episode, and all I've got to work with is JJ goes insane and thinks he's the question. I never killed anyone, Jigsaw Jameson.
Wow, this guy sucks.
Yeah.
I don't know who. Someone sucks.
Got it. It was Tombstone's in it, I guess. I can't remember.
No,
I'm like certain JJ, but whatever. We're not doing episode by episode. I was just kind of looking. I was like, oh yeah, like Jigsaw Jameson. What the hell?
That was just like a silly aside. Like I don't remember this having any impact on anything. Just like JJ is his own episode, I guess.
I'm kind of realizing this show doesn't really do out and out comedy. At least not in like the way a kids show would.
No, not really.
You know what I mean? Like not really. That's not really like slapstick or anything like that. Like most of the humor is just that's about as silly as you get, honestly.
It's usually just like
just kind of reliving his good old days.
Just Peter's sarcasm is kind of your humor for this show. Just him cracking one-liners and making fun of people and his thoughts.
Yeah, I guess in that sense, like the humor's quite, like, dare I say, like mature. Like it's not. There's nothing too silly here, honestly.
Yeah.
Just kind of realizing that now. Everything's mostly pretty. Like it's self-serious without being too stoic.
I'm remembering now because the notes keep making reference to it. This season is like every episode begins with Spider-Man being like, Mary Jane is gone! He's just constantly upset. He's just like...
Yeah, I mean, it's there to remind the audience, but it's so funny.
Yeah.
The Jane and Marys are still missing.
By the way, Mary Jane, still gone. I'm still upset about it. And then... Yeah, and then there's Black Hat gets established, and then Spider-Man's just like, man, fuck off! I hate you. You fucking suck. And she's like, wow.
Oh yeah. He hates her. I don't know why he fucking hates her guts.
It's weird. Like he's very hostile towards her for a little while.
She's like, hey Spider, what's happening? Oh, fuck off! Oh, why are you fucking useless? Get out of here. Like, jeez. She keeps trying as well. She's like, fuck off. Like, what's wrong with him? Like, what? And then, like, one episode he just starts kind of acting like you'd expect, like, kind of normally.
Yeah.
For a while, he just fucking hates her. I don't know what she did wrong to him. Is she not, I don't know, is she, like, a thief yet? I don't know, I forget.
No, yeah, I think it's like,
I don't know.
She might have slightly inconvenienced me, or, like, She made a situation more complicated than it needed to be, so I fucking hate her. It's weird. This shot of fucking Craven cutting the ropes that it's tied him up.
Oh god.
They can't show the knife, so there's just like the cage that's in front of him is blocking the knife. It's
jeez.
Oh jeez.
That's why the censorship's so infamous. It's just like that's the point where like the showrunners should be like, no, she's just cutting ropes. Like, get out of here.
Yeah.
Come on. Like, no, they had to draw in that fucking like, I don't want to say background element, but you know what I mean. It's like non-animation cell. We have to slap that on the top. Like, come on.
I don't remember anything about that episode. Craven's in it apparently.
One of my favorite Spider-Man villains in it, the forklift.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has a fight with a forklift. I was like, that's a great reference to that Sega game. Thank you. Yeah, it's just like a repeat of like last Craven shit. He's just there, and his girlfriend's still there, and they help her or they kill her or something. I don't fucking know.
I don't know. The baby episode.
Yes, that's a great image.
This fucking boss baby. Yeah, fucking Silvermane is a baby. And he says stupid shit. He's just like, I might not be potty trained, but I at least know how to defeat Spider-Man. Some shit like that. Where it's just
there's
like,
one. Actually, I said before, like you don't really have like they don't do outright comedy, but this episode's the one that comes closest to kind of a kid's joke, because when the episode ends, like he turns from a baby to an old man, and his daughter's just like, well, at least you don't have to worry about diapers anymore, and he's like, I'm not so sure about that.
Oh
like,
god,
that's
that's
the closest
right.
thing they get to like a poopy joke. So
Jesus,
you know, I remember that. There's a fucking weird episode. It's not even like particularly bad or anything, but it's It's fucking surreal. Like, they're getting ordered, like Smythe's getting orders from a baby, a literal baby.
Yeah.
I can't believe they even tried that, because you see him become a baby and you're like, oh, it's like Benjamin Button, well, that's it. Like, he's out the picture, but no, he's still giving orders. It's fucking weird. It's funny though.
Yeah.
Oh, Vulture's head, like, comes off his head.
Yeah, it's like a different cell or something, and they didn't move it with his body, so it just detaches.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and this is the one where it just feels like a throwback to all the neogenic shit from the other one.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like it's out of that arc, but then it's just here. I don't know.
I don't remember fucking anything about that other than
There's a baby.
I just remember there was a baby giving orders, and then what we have in the shot, like Smythe's eyes being incorrect and Vulture's head falling off.
Oh right, there's his eyes being weird. I just liked his facial expression there.
Yeah. No, his eyes are supposed to be yellow like all the time now, but in that shot they're not. Oops.
Yeah.
Morbius. Blade.
Oh right, he's back.
Yeah, I don't know.
Vampires. Oh, the fucking Blade's mommy.
Yeah, the
He wants his mommy.
Vampire Queen and Lizard King are both episodes in this season, and they are both like weird as shit.
Oh god, Lizard King, I forgot about that. I was thinking the Sewer King. I was like, how's that like the Sewer King? I was like, oh no, the Lizard, that's a different thing.
Yeah. Vampire Queen, yeah, it's just some weird side episode where it's like Blade's mom is a vampire queen, and she could just...
Morbius isn't like an ally now, by the way.
Yeah.
When's the one when he like became a mutant and then came back? I actually forgot about that. He's like a monster form. Is that this one? Or the previous one? Oh.
Yeah, I think that happened before this. Like, I think that's how he gets defeated.
Oh, it is. Yeah, they find him in the they find him in the cave. It's like, oh shit, that's Morbius. And it's like, how do you know that? He looks completely different. So yeah, he becomes Man-Bat, and then they cure him. It's kind of back to vampire form at least.
Right. Which is weird, but I think the weird thing about this episode is, I remember, it's just like they talk about like, oh, he can't transform back into a human, like he's stuck as a vampire. And then this lady shows up and starts turning people into vampires, and then there's a big fight in like a club or whatever near the end, and Blade uses like a flashbang that just turns them all back into humans, and I'm just like, wait, so does he have a cure for that now? What?
Yeah, flashbang.
Yeah, I just remember, yeah, this, I don't know. What is...
I don't know, and him just, like, wanting his mommy is, like, kind of... It doesn't really make him seem like a badass, I don't know.
No,
a little bit.
Blade has not done well in the show.
No. Honestly, I think, like 80% of it's that fucking silly voice.
Yeah. But
I must have my mother back!
That episode doesn't help either. Oh, right, so again, then we get, Green Goblin comes back.
But Harry...
But yeah, it's... Green Goblin comes back in the sense that Harry starts having hallucinations about his father, which it's based on the information that he gives, because he knows, Peter is, Spider-Man. So he tells that to Harry. And so it is him communicating from another dimension? Somehow?
Yeah, like, you think there might be, like, some ambiguity if he's just crazy or he is actually like contacting him from another dimension, but no, he starts like giving him information that only Norman would have known, so that kind of nixes that idea.
Yeah,
I guess.
I remember at some point before this, like Harry and Peter are living in like the same dorm or something. Like he gets out of Aunt May's house for a little while and then goes back eventually. But like I just remember there was a scene of like Harry was talking to him, and then he leaves the room, and then he immediately turns around to come back in, and Peter's just fucking gone. And it's like, oh.
Yeah.
It's not like he's on the first floor or anything. He didn't just, I don't know.
He's not even giving a shit. Peter doesn't even give a shit anymore about like hiding his identity.
It's like, oh, he's not hiding it very well at all. And then Harry just gets told by his fucking dad, which I don't know.
No, I thought he figured it out. Or maybe I'm mistaken.
No, I think Norman just tells him. Norman's just like, it's Peter.
I just thought like Peter did that shit like one too many times, and you're just like, Oh, hang on. Like, wait a minute.
No, I remember that was very specific, like, or the very, I don't know, maybe not.
Yeah, whatever.
But I know Norman does tell him things that only he would know, so it's like, that doesn't,
Yeah.
that's so, that's a thing.
Yeah, well, like where the layer is or something.
Yeah. And then, I don't know, I remember getting defeated in this pretty quickly. I don't know, I remember the Green
What's the episode? What was the episode where, like, I think we're well past it now, but wasn't there, like, an episode where Punisher thought Peter was the Goblin? Or, like, maybe it's, like, the Green Goblin. But, like, that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
What about that? But, oh yeah, that might be this one, because he's the Punisher, so... I do remember the episode, MJ just appears. Like, Harry Goblin is being, like, tied up on the couch. And then MJ shows up and is like, "It's you!" I just remember that bit. I just remember that's why he's there. Punisher just happens to be there. It's kind of funny.
That's right. Yeah, I forget she shows up here.
Yeah, she just shows up in the Goblin episode with Punisher.
Yeah. So it's like, oh hey, Mary Jane's back. And so now we have to maybe try to explain why she's back, and they're just like, nah. So
She doesn't remember.
yeah,
Okay.
she does remember going into the portal, I think. Like, she says something to that effect, which doesn't make any sense later on, but whatever.
And later on, yeah, she has like nightmares, and she like a series of weird images.
Yeah.
That Detective Spider-Man has to figure out. I do like, though, initially it's just like, where have you been? She's like,
I don't remember.
I forget.
This was a weird ass episode.
Yeah.
Mysterio is
Oh god,
something.
yeah.
There's a robot.
An actress that apparently died. Yeah, an actress apparently died. So they did like we haven't really talked about Mysterio because what's there to say? But he was like the typical, like, he was a special effects guy and he did like a stunt badly, but not badly. Like, did it illegally or something, and Spider-Man kicked his ass. I hate Spider-Man now. But then they kind of go back to that original origin, and it's like, oh, by the way, the actress there is important because she apparently died or was destroyed or whatever term we're using this week. But wouldn't get this, she looked almost identical to Mary Jane. So we want Mary Jane to be to just kind of be like a stunt double, I want to say. I don't know, like recast her? I don't know.
I think they recast her because, they don't have the original actress, so...
Yeah, okay, because I guess they'd just be shooting the whole film, or doing reshoots with Mary Jane. It's going to feel split very sudden after she's just gotten back, but...
Yeah?
And then, we can see from this image, Spider-Man blows up. No. That's like one of the funniest fucking bits in this entire show. Like, the CG, like, they... What is it, like, Kingpin has, like, this simulation of what he's going to do to Spider-Man, and they actually, like, model a Spider-Man, and it's, like, the most off-model, like, piece of shit looking, like, badly textured, like, low polygon having... It looks terrible, and then it just blow it up. It's like, that's what I'm going to do to Spider-Man. It's hilarious. It's fucking hilarious.
It's very silly.
But yeah, Mary Jane's like she's kidnapped, but it's not actually Mysterio.
I know what I mean.
Mysterio tries to help him.
Yeah,
help
it's
Spider-Man.
Like Spider-Man teams up with Mysterio to go find out that it's the lady the actress who's like living in underground, beneath the studio. And she's like, I want her face because she looks like me or what I used to look like. And then
she's like a cyborg now.
Yeah,
I think
she wants.
That's a weird episode.
Weird ass episode, and it doesn't really amount to anything. It was just very strange. Just like, oh, she's back, and then she gets kidnapped, and someone tries to put her mind into her body. It's like, okay.
Yeah, and Birdman has nothing to do with like her disappearance. Like, it's utterly random.
Yeah. It just immediately we just gonna go hard into putting MJ back in the story, I guess.
guess, like, I've had this amazing story queued up for ages. When are you going to invite MJ back into the show? I've got to do this. Like, because she's back. Oh, God. Yeah. Wanting Mary Jane Watson. Put it in.
All right, go. Lizard King. What was this? There was like...
Oh, God.
Connors dumps a bunch of the stuff into the sewers, and then it turns a bunch of lizards into lizard people, and then there's like a whole lizard society, and then
he's the king of the lizards.
Yeah, and then I don't know.
Oh God, this episode, like, this is the most childish episode of the whole show. Like, the idea that you just get this society, I don't know what it reminds me of. Just this underground society in New York City. I don't know. It sounds like TMNT or something. I don't know. It's just these silly, like, lizard people kind of remind me of the fucking, like, the ones from the Elder Scrolls, whatever they're called.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
It's fucking dumb. They have like a bomb that like will kill anything that's like has mutations or whatever. And then there's one lizard lady who kind of gets like he does like a speech check on her, and she's like, "Oh, we're abominations," and then she's actually the one who detonates the bomb at the end.
Yeah.
She's like, they're all captured and like they can't press this button, and she's like, "I've just realised that we were not God's creatures or something. We're an accident and we deserve to die or something."
They were also like, they have this entire society and like roles and stuff, and it's like,
yeah,
they haven't existed for more than a couple of weeks. Like,
oh yeah.
This is
what do we put? Our ancient society of a couple of weeks.
It's just a dumb episode.
It feels like it's not as bad as it's not as extreme as this, but it feels like the kind of the kid stuff episode of the show, just because of how she's like, what? Like, oh right, it's for kids, I guess. Like, just particularly silly. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's not like the worst episode, but God, is it weird? It just doesn't fit in with everything else. Honestly, like these talking lizard people, like they're talking animals at the end of the day. Like that's why it feels weird.
Yeah,
like, they haven't really done anything like that yet. There's like mutants and things like that, but they're just lizard people. So,
and then this last episode is like just whatever.
We apparently watched this for my birthday. Oh. We're like, I want to watch The Prowler for my birthday. No, it's just a coincidence. It just ticked over midnight while we were watching.
That's right.
Yeah, Prowler. We're like, I didn't remember Prowler being in the show, but yeah, Prowler's here.
And then they just do a Prowler episode, and I don't remember it being interesting at all.
No, well, apparently I learned since, like, his name is Hobie Brown, which is not his name in the Spider-Verse movies, but apparently that is the name of Spider-Punk. So now I'm really confused.
Oh, right, yeah.
So, I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, Prowler also has a bunch of different names that he's had over the years, so, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Comics.
Whatever. Comics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This episode is... I don't remember it being bad or anything, but it was just sort of like, oh, that happens. Prowler's...
That was the one with the Ice Cube, whatever his name was.
Yeah.
The guy who's just, like sweeting ice puns all the time.
Iceberg, yeah.
Yeah. Was that his name? Was that a shitpost? I actually can't remember.
It doesn't sound like a shitpost because it's not funny.
No, it's not. No. Or maybe we're just off that day. I don't know. It was my birthday.
I'm more clever than that.
Prince Pin. Yeah, that's a brilliant.
Yeah, there we go.
No, I do like that. But yeah, so this is like the Black Cat arc. The Mary Jane's not here arc, and then she is.
Oh yeah, so yeah, at one point she's just like, I gotta go, and then she just disappears.
Oh yeah, Black Cat. I thought you meant MJ. I was like, you just got here. No, yeah, Felicia.
No, yeah. At one point, Felicia is just like, because I'm looking at the notes again. I'm like, oh, I forgot about that. She just in the mid-season, she's just like, yeah, I gotta get out of here, and then doesn't really give much of a reason why, and then is just not in the show for a while. And I found that particularly strange because she is Felicia. So,
Yeah.
like, and again, Peter doesn't know that Felicia is Black Cat. So at one point, Black Cat disappears. Also, Felicia just wasn't at school anymore and didn't talk to Peter anymore, and he would never question that, I guess.
Yeah, no, like offhand comment like, oh, Black Cat's gone. Felicia said she's going to Europe to fight vampires. Oh wait, no, she got those stories mixed up. She's going somewhere else that's not there. Who doesn't? She doesn't even know Black Cat. She made sure to tell me that she doesn't even know who Black Cat is, and just didn't mention her. Yeah, she goes to Europe to fight vampires with Blade.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, you do you, I guess. If that's what you want to do. I guess, with Morbius as well. He's there as well. He helps out. I guess he is a protagonist. He
Yeah.
absolutely deserves his own movie. Yeah, I mean, it's alright. I remember seeing him being alrightish.
I'm looking at these notes, and this seems like it's actually
There's a lot more negatives.
and yeah, a lot of it's just like, yeah, Green Goblin stuff was handled badly. Vampire Queen and Lizard King were terrible episodes. Just really dumb. Black Cat's
Baby.
cool. Yeah, baby. Black Cat's cool. And then she just disappears. Yeah.
Yeah, no, maybe that's the worst.
That might be. Yeah.
Isn't that the one we say like just kind of felt like a throwback or something? It just didn't feel as consistent as the other ones.
Well, yeah, we mentioned, like, there's a lot of throwbacks to Neogenic Nightmare and not a lot of actual new stuff going on. There's no, like...
Right, it's like, Rivals and Danger's pretty just vague. Like, what's the theme? Rivals who are in... Oh, no, partners, sorry, not rivals. Partners who in... I don't give a shit my rivals in danger, fuck my rivals. But no, partners, yeah, they're in danger. Oh yeah, I also wrote down, yeah, you're quite right, though, we were pretty negative about this whole thing. There's no major Marvel editions.
It's just like,
technically Black Cat, but, she's fully just been around.
The return of Kraven, and then, Blade returns, and then it's just a lot of just like, oh, let's bring them back and do something with them, I guess. So, it doesn't feel like a particularly terrible season or anything. Like, the entire show is fine. But
yeah, it's the worst. Yeah.
In terms of like, yeah,
something has to be worst.
Yeah. In terms of like introducing new stuff and doing cool things, like this one's definitely on the low end. We got Black Cat, and that's about it.
There's not much new here. Yeah.
Yeah. Then there is season 5.
It starts with a wedding.
It starts with the wedding. Kingpin and JJ are really invested in Peter Parker and Mary Jane getting married.
Which was the scene where like MJ like nearly kills herself? Was that like the end of this last one?
I thought
yeah, because he proposes to her and she jumps off a building. So I guess that was the last season.
Oh yeah.
I just want to mention that scene because that scene's a scene. The hell. Like, he proposes to her and she jumps off the building. And it's just like, why do you do that? And she's just like, oh, well, I knew if you really cared for me, you'd save me. And he's like, I think the wedding's off, MJ. You're kind of nuts and you scare me. I don't know. Either that or she really was just trying to die. It's just like she hates him that much. I don't know. But that was a fucking weird... It's supposed to be sweet, but she just kind of comes across as really unhinged. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, but that was the last season. So, but thankfully, he saved her, and I guess this is not a joke. This is not a test. I don't want to marry you, and I'm throwing myself off a building.
Well, I guess he revealed that he's Spider-Man to her. So
that's kind of noteworthy, I guess. Yeah, somewhat.
I don't.
We both gloss over that.
I don't remember that happening, but I don't remember how it happens. But it just happens. So.
She's marrying Peter, not Spider-Man, and she trusts that Peter can save her from the side of a building. So yeah, we're gonna hope she knew that, put that connection together.
No, so yeah, they get married.
Yeah, you were saying JJ and Kingpin are like competing to give Peter the best wedding,
Yeah.
which is kind of funny. It doesn't really feel warranted. I mean, it's kind of like a funny gag where JJ and Kingpin are trying to outbid each other. It's kind of weird that he's doing it for Peter Parker's wedding of all things.
Yeah.
Like, Kingpin's reasoning is that he saved his life once, so...
Right.
Like, ages ago, so...
So that just have a nice payoff where JJ gives them like the wedding vehicle or whatever you want to call it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like the news van.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good gag.
Yeah.
There's a fight there, of course, with, like, spider slayers and shit.
Harry.
Oh, yeah, and Kingpin actually helps him, doesn't he? Because he doesn't want, like, the wedding to go to shit, so he takes his own, like, robot there. Yeah,
that's right.
He's the one piloting the Spider Slayer. But he's not using it to slay spiders. He's using it to slay Spider Slayers.
Yes. Harry shows up again, and, because he's interested in MJ, and then...
Oh, right, there's the bit where, like, he's, like, really unwell, and he's trying to just, like, trying to compose himself, and then MJ just goes on and goes, oh, by the way, I'm marrying Peter. Like, you want to fucking... Right. Don't say that to him. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, this dude does not need to hear that, or at least put it in a better way. Or at least don't expect him to go be happy. It's just like, oh, I thought you'd be happy. Like, what are you talking about?
No, yeah, that was weird. And then it's also weird where, like, I think part of the way that's resolved is that there's like various like high school characters we haven't mentioned at all, like Flash Thompson and Liz, who's just, I don't know, some
Deborah.
Yeah, Deborah. But yeah, I forgot about Deborah. Liz and Deborah.
I mean, we're not even like mentioning every single supervillain, so I think it's no way to skip over them. But
yeah, like some girl named Liz who's been in the show a couple of times, I think. I think, yeah, whenever Felicia disappeared, I think it was either her or Deborah replaced her in terms of Peter hanging out with somebody. So that was kind of silly.
Oh, right, yeah.
But yeah,
I remember where you're going with this now, yeah.
Yeah, but Liz is just like, by the way, Harry, I like you. And Harry's like, oh, okay. So he kind of gives up on trying to kill Peter and being mad about them getting married.
Yeah, it's like, oh, she talks him down because, like, she's loved him for years. I'm like, just doing that in this one episode, but alright, sure, I guess.
And then
that's what it takes.
Pretty sure they're both gone from here on out. You never see them again.
Yeah.
So that was
right.
Again, they handle Harry Green Goblin like terribly in this show. It's kind of a mess.
I mean, I don't know if I go that far, but it's not great though either.
No,
it's kind of. And I mean, I don't rush to defend it. Like,
it's messy. I'll say that much.
It's messy, yeah.
It's not. Yeah. It's not god awful, but there could have been done so much better. Like, I mean,
it could have been, yeah.
I've seen it done better, and I guess I've seen it done worse because I saw The Amazing Spider-Man 2. But
yeah, oh god, I forgot about that. There's this big arc about the 6 Forgotten Warriors that I really don't want to spend too long on because these. This isn't like bad, but it's what did I put? I think I wrote in the notes where it just said like this just goes on for me like an episode too long. Because it's all about, was it like, oh yeah, it's like Captain America had like 6, was it 6, is it 6 including Captain America, or was there 5 of them, or there's 6 of them, like the Wizzo, and he's basically Captain America and friends, and they did shit in, World War II, and they're all, I'm also kind of reminded that this show is actually pretty old now, because World War II, you wouldn't get people running around nowadays who fought in that. 30 years on. It's been another 30 years since the show came out, but it's just this intrigue. Like they go to fucking Russia. Robbie's prominence in it. Yeah. I can't even. Oh, and there's like the next version of the Insidious 6, which is like swaps out Mysterio for Chameleon. Right. They're gonna have like one kind of illusion kind of. We're gonna have one guy on the team who can make people think one person is another,
Yeah.
So
I think we can kind of speculate into this. I should.
Yeah, Chameleon
should
turns
first.
out to be Electro's brother.
Oh yeah, Electro gets introduced as like this super huge threat,
Yeah.
which
Like the whole arc is like his reveal. And he's like a
Yeah.
god, he's like stupid. Like, he's probably the most powerful, like, Spider-Man specific villain we've seen in this entire show. Like, he's ridiculous.
he is, yeah.
He takes over the whole UN just on a whim.
As far as I
It's
know,
all part of it.
he's usually kind of a silly villain. Like, I mean, he's got that costume. He's just
Yeah.
sort of, he's Electro. He's Electro.
Sometimes he's a nerd.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. But then, yeah, here he's the badass. He still has the same costume.
Yeah, he's built up as like the Doomsday weapon. The whole arc is about them trying to find this Doomsday weapon. Kingpin's trying to get it as well with the Insidious 6. And then he finds out, like, this Doomsday weapon is just another idiot in a costume. He's like really disappointed. But then he turns out to be OP as fuck.
Yeah.
I can't even remember how he's beaten. Oh, he gets Captain America comes back through he was stuck in a time void or something with Red Skull. Red Skull's also the antagonist of this episode.
These episodes, this goes on for
These episodes.
5 parts.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I don't remember being bad particularly. It wasn't terribly interesting either.
I mean, it's this show's equivalent of what is it, the Savage Time, where it's just a bunch of World War II fan service.
Yeah, because there's a lot of.
Although it would be more interesting than that, though, I'll admit.
There are some actual all the old characters are actually like existing characters, and so it's like it's some fan service, and it's all right. I should mention that this season is just a collection of multi-parters. Like, there's not a lot of rhyme or reason to connect them together.
No, not really. They kind of gave up on that.
So yeah, we get the wedding, and then we get this 5-parter for
Jesus.
the Forgotten Warriors, which is everything that we said it was. And then we get the return of Hydro Man.
Right, yeah.
Which is where things get insane.
Oh, right, yeah.
This season,
I remember this was coming, but
yeah.
So I think you kind of reacted a bit more strongly to it than I did.
The season is wild. So yeah, Hydro Man shows up again, and it's like, oh, I thought he died, but part of me was like, what was it like? He got absorbed in he evaporated.
He evaporated. He did. Yeah, he died. Yeah.
I thought it was like, oh, he went up into the clouds and then came down as rain or something. It's like maybe something like that. It's like, no, what happened is that he died, but somebody made a clone of him.
Yep.
And also, MJ starts doing Hydra Woman things. And it's like, what the fuck's happening there? Why is she also Hydro Man? She's also a clone. She was made, like...
Rob Paulson spends like the entire, like, 2-parter saying, like, cryptically, oh, Mary Jane, you were made for me. We were made to be together. And then it's like, yeah, the gag is that he means that very literally. Mm-hmm. So this, I can't remember, like, Warren or whatever his name is, the scientist, who was like, I think he's the one who did Scorpion, or am I thinking of someone else? Well, whatever. Anyway, he's trying to, like, make human clones, but apparently they're not stable enough. And then he learns of Hydro Man, and he says, oh, the way his body works, his molecular structure works, that would work for making my clones. So he clones, what was it, Morris Bench from some DNA he finds on the rooftop. So he makes his first clone, but he didn't realise that the clone would retain memories. And then this one's still obsessed over Mary Jane. So I think it's like to shut him up or whatever. He makes a Mary Jane clone. But then she kind of wanders off because she also has her memories. So she just wanders back home. And yeah, that's kind of it. So they reveal that. So, like, Hydro Man's just like, oh, you're literally made for me. And he needs to be together. Like, he's a real fucking creeper.
Yeah.
I don't know, which character's creepier? The Hydro Man or the Rob Paulson character that slaps Wonder Woman's ass? Like, I don't know. He's just good at playing creeps. But anyway, but then the fucking scientist drops a bombshell on him. It's just like, by the way, you're not going to last too long. The cloning process is still unstable. You have like minutes to live before you evaporate.
Yeah.
Just like, oh shit! And that's where you get like the kind of memed thing of Spider-Man going, "No, Mary Jane," and then like she evaporates in his hand.
Yeah.
So yeah, Mary Jane's back. Oops, no, she isn't. That was never her, and now she's gone.
Yeah, so
So,
Peter married
crazy.
a water clone,
Yeah, whoops.
and then she evaporated.
We've all done that, haven't we? Hate it when that happens.
So, yeah, MJ actually, yeah, like, weird.
All that character development for nothing. That wasn't even her. Whoops.
Yeah. So,
Crazy.
and
Fucking
MJ,
wild.
and up until the end of this show, is in a portal somewhere, just falling endlessly. So, like, that whole, like, oh, the X-Men cameo, where it's, like, Peter and her, like, standing somewhere, it's like, so is that the clone, or did she get back somehow?
He made another clone, I don't know.
Yeah, so,
I think the implication was like, oh, look, she's fine, by the way. Just,
yeah.
I don't know, but still...
Like, there's no...
There may be a spin-off comic, by the way, but I'm not getting into that.
It's just saying, like, there's no actual in-show explanation for what happens to her, as far as we know. By the end of the show,
Yeah.
she is just stuck there forever. So it's, which is,
It's like, oh, they resolved that, and it's like, no, they didn't.
it's just fucking crazy.
It is, yeah, that's why it shows memorable.
Yeah, and then we get Secret Wars, and
Right. Which you'd think would be cool, but it isn't.
yeah,
It's like fucking Madam Web is taking. It turns out she's like the underling of the Beyonder, who's just this like cosmic fucking dude. And then they come up with this thing where they just get a bunch of supervillains and dump them on random planets to show that evil is bad or something. And then Spider-Man needs to. So like the facade is like, oh, like the Beyonder's a dick, and he's doing this just to be a dick. But then it turns out that he's just testing Spider-Man. This is not a joke. This is not a test. Blah blah blah. So Spider-Man has to assemble. So they kind of just. So yeah, most of this like multi-part is Spider-Man assuming the Beyonder's a dick, but he's not really. It's just a test. So he dumps Spider-Man on this random planet in like a building or something, and he has to assemble his own team. So
and he pulls all that Marvel trivia together to get a team of heroes. So, which includes like the entire Fantastic Four, and
yeah. Because I mentioned it before, we got the team of Captain America, Mr. Fantastic, and the Human Torch, the team of Solid Snake, Liquid Snake, and Raiden.
Yeah,
and fucking Black Cat shows up later as well, so we've got Dr. Naomi Hunter there as well.
All right.
So, you know.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that. Like when we were watching the episode with Captain America actually being like a main character in it, you were like, try to figure out who he's voicing, and I'm just in there like, I don't know at all. And then just one random line, I don't remember what it was. We just said one line. I was like, oh, it's fucking Snake. It's fucking David Hayter. It's like, what?
Yeah, like, kept you waiting, huh? And then
no.
When Captain America started talking about his love of cardboard boxes, that really clued me in.
But yeah, you just
know, World War II, we would hide in cardboard boxes like this.
I think it was just him, like, kind of saying something more quietly, just kind of more contemplative.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
and it has that, like, that kind of cadence, that Snake sound.
No,
I was like, oh, okay. It was just like that moment where it clicked with me. I was like, oh, didn't expect that. So
yeah.
So that was funny.
I guess that's like a particular novelty because like he's not really known for voice work. I think outside of Metal Gear, like he wrote the first X-Men movie, so
right. I just remember this.
Yeah, it gets them together. You think it's gonna be cool, but it's just kind of them fucking around in the desert against worms, and the thing's an idiot. That's kind of the long and short of it.
It's also absurd. Like, they go from, it's all, like, the entire show has been just, stuff's happening in New York City, Spider-Man thing, and then it's just like, by the way, you gotta go into space and fight aliens because the alternate dimensions for some, like, demigod guy? Like, huh?
Yeah, I heard him say, I want to go in space and fight an alien.
Damn it. And then it's like, oh,
yeah. Oh no, the escalation is like, it kind of reminds me of, like, when they suddenly did like dump magic into Batman, and we're just like, what the fuck? It kind of feels like a bit like that. It's just suddenly intergalactic shit, and you're like, whoa, hang on, but whatever. I guess they would like, I don't know if they knew the show was coming to an end or what, but man, it's just like, I think I put at the time because kind of take it for granted, but this felt like the MCU, like kind of at least as close as you can get back then. Because just the breadth of characters, you got X-Men, your Storm's there, all 4 Fantastic Four members and Captain America. Like, it's a novelty, I'll give it that, but they don't really do much interesting, unfortunately. Like, Lizard's there. I guess he was one of the villains, and then he does like a face turn when they cure him.
Yeah, they actually cure him. I just remember this. It ends with this third part here it's all like, oh, Doctor Doom, by the way, and he spends almost the entire episode unmasked.
That's me, yeah. I mean, I don't know if he's like one of those. I don't know if it's like Judge Dredd, where you're not really supposed to see his face ever, but him just being unmasked has felt wrong to me. I don't know.
Yeah. I remember the entire plot being like kind of obtuse. Like, he's trying to. What is it like?
Here's the thing.
Yeah, here's the thing, and then it's like, oh, he's a good guy now. He's doing a face turn, and then
I'm someone to listen to the listeners just and think, can you be specific? He cures what thing?
He cures the thing. I don't know, but like, and then I forget. But I remember it being some weird ass thing where like there was mental powers, and then he like, I don't remember.
He steals the Beyonders powers.
Yeah. I just remember it was fucking weird, and it's like I didn't understand it, and it was just like it's just magic bullshit, and I just went like, whatever, I don't care.
Yeah, no, you'd think it'd be entertaining, but it's not.
Yeah. And then you get to the finale, I guess.
Yeah, I'd say that. Yeah,
we got the 2-parter here. It begins with I really, really hate clones. Which is...
They could have done with this being more than... I keep forgetting it's only 2 parts. It's crazy. Yeah. Whereas the other one is fucking 5 parts. And this has way more story in it, in my opinion. Or at least more, like, fan servicey stuff.
This is really packed together. I remember this. Yeah, this goes by fast. But... God, so it was just like... Oh, so all of that was...
Like, he passed the... Yeah, it was a test. He passed the test. He passed the Secret Wars test, and, yeah. He was the only one who did that.
And so now... They have spiders from across the universe, the Spider-Verse, and they gotta go and fight Spider-Man in this universe, who's ended the world. He's like a bad spider, and they got
and he's got the Carnage symbiote from
that's right,
our dimension, the one we know. So when it went into the portal in that Venom Returns episode, it emerged there. So he was like, I'll try not to like get too much into detail, but he was like a clone. So there's like 2 Peters in that realm, and we're not sure if he was a clone of the other one. The other one took the alias of Ben Reilly and became the Scarlet Spider.
Oh yeah.
So this is already an evil Spider-Man. He's a dick, and then he's like fucking around with portals, and then the Carnage symbiote comes out. Now he's Spider Carnage. Basically, who has the same voice actor. He's also voiced by Christopher Daniel Barnes, but there's so much distortion on it, you can't tell. But then the character says, oh, he sounds like Peter, and we're like, does he? Alright.
If you say so.
Take your word for it, yeah. Like, they distort I don't doubt it is the voice actor, but he's so distorted, he just sounds like Carnage again, I don't know. But, anyway, so our Peter Parker was the only one who passed the test of the Secret Wars, so he has to lead the other Spider-Men, and they've all got like little tweaks to them. Like one has Doc Ock arms, one has like he's in the middle of the mutation thing, and there's one who's basically like Tony Stark. He's rich, and has like an Iron Spider suit.
Yeah, yeah.
So
And then one of them sucks.
he
He doesn't
becomes
do anything.
important. Yeah, there was one who's literally just an actor. There's one who's just Tobey Maguire, I guess. So the last two actually, we actually visit their dimensions later on. But the first one we're in is it's like the Spider Carnage one, and he's just fucking everything up. So they have to stop him. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, yeah.
We learn Iron Spider's a dick. They screw that up, and then Carnage gets away. So and he escapes to Iron Spider's universe, and then like the gimmick there is that he's super successful. You know, like Spider-Man typically has hardships and he struggles to get by. Like that's the whole character. Whereas this is the one Spider-Man who just has it made. And and this is where we finally meet like Gwen Stacy, who's his wife or his fiance,
Yeah.
either or. Fisk is his lawyer, although he's also still a dick. And then basically, Spider Carnage's plan is to use the portal to activate a bomb in it to erase all of reality, which I think, I literally put it out, is basically Owlman's plot from that one movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. It's a lot of fun. I wish it was more than just 2 parts, because they have to. It's very cramped. A lot of this is, but you get like the 2 goblins working together. Like that's not normal. And then like JJ of this destroyed reality is like, I knew you were a villain, but I didn't think you'd go this far.
All right.
And then honestly, like just to say it actually ends quite really well, because Peter has to confront his alternate self, who's evil, and he has to stop him from doing something incredibly reckless, and he's like, well, what do I do? Well, who do I always look for advice? And then he realises that in this sort of idyllic kind of universe, it's probably the only place where he's still alive, Uncle Ben. So he gets Uncle Ben, and Uncle Ben talks him down, and it's honestly, it's really good. And then he just ends up like, he feels terrible, and he throws himself, because obviously like Uncle Ben's been gone. I think in his universe, Aunt May's also dead. And then, his late uncle just comes back and then says he shouldn't do this, and he feels so bad, he apologises and throws himself into the portal. Yeah, honestly, I'm kind of pleased it doesn't end with a fight. That felt a lot better, in my opinion. It was meaningful, Sums up the themes, it wasn't too... And it was kind of set up as well, because like this universe he's in is just kind of like idyllic. So it's just like, of course he's still around. That's why the most incompetent Spider-Man on the team was also the one who didn't really suffer any tragedies or have to learn a hard lesson. Like, because he got booted off the team, he fucked up during the mission, and he got, like, zapped or something. He wasn't, like, following orders or something. So, it kind of makes sense, like, you can't really be a Spider-Man because you've had that kind of tragedy, We said that, I think we said that during, like, Spider-Verse or whatever. But yeah, it's just a really good ending. And then we get kind of the epilogue, which is just 100% fan service.
Yes.
Our Peter, you say it, yeah.
Yeah, so the Spider-Man, the guy that, like, there's a Spider-Man who's just like, I don't really have, just don't worry about me, I'm not really special right now. He's just gonna hang out with Madam Web. It turns out, yes, he's an actor who plays Spider-Man in his universe. Like, he's just an actor who plays...
The character of fiction.
Yeah. And so they go, and Madam Web's just like, hey, I want you to go meet someone. And they go to that guy's universe, and then it turns out it's to meet Stan Lee. So he just meets his creator, and Stan Lee, of course, voicing himself, is just like, hey, this kid's pretty cool. And they just do it's just a very, very silly, like, fan service thing. Like, it's cute, but it's also, like, super cheesy. But
it is, but it kind of sums up the whole show anyway.
Yeah,
it's kind of the best way they could have possibly ended this.
Honestly, yeah.
Well, besides resolving what happened to MJ, but actually, they do mention that. Madam Web says we'll take you to find Mary Jane now.
Oh,
and then the show got cancelled. Also, a little line from Joan Lee. Like Spider-Man says, "Oh, that's Stan Lee's a special guy," and then his wife says, "I think he's very special indeed," or something. It's kind of cute.
Yeah. So
it's a nice ending. At least, like, for all the ups and downs of the show, that is a really good ending.
Yeah. That was not expecting that. That was pretty wild. So That one's also pretty mixed because there's some really good stuff in it, but it has a lot of meh.
Mm. Which one was season 3 again? Because I'm thinking about like that being there, Sins of the Fathers.
Yeah.
I think that might have... God, do we really want to put number 1 as Rocket Racer? I feel like the ups and downs... The fucking Forgotten Warriors drags.
Yeah.
Like, it's way too long, so does the Secret Wars. I'm thinking that's like in the middle, and then maybe just push everything up, maybe.
I think
Like that, for those final 2 episodes are really good.
Mhm.
Like, why did they spend so long on the fucking Warriors? You know?
Yeah. It's funny, looking at this, it's like, I don't think there's a single season that has, it's like, it's all strong. Like,
No.
Artis Reyes
They don't-
is like the worst episode in it, but
They never had their Cadmus arc, did they?
no, not quite. They definitely got a little more confident with season 5, but
I want to say for the record, like this, we're kind of doing the tier thing, just it's technically not a tier, it's just an order. Like, you're kind of doing that for the sake of having a conversation, but like, don't anyone watching this, don't put too much stock into this. Like, this is not a formal review. This is not.
no.
I mean, like the other things we did weren't exactly scientific either, but this is like particularly less. So this is really just a vehicle, just so we can talk about this silly show we just watched.
I mean,
So don't put too much stock into this ordering thing.
I don't remember half the
They're
things
all
that even
pretty
happened in this
admitting.
show, considering.
No.
I mean, like, not
No.
only because it's been a while since we actually watched it, but, like, the amount of information that gets thrown at you when you're watching it is
Mhm.
insane. Like, it is.
The pacing, yeah.
I know I've said it enough, but, like, it is genuinely just so much stuff happening, and it just. It
Honestly, and even without the literal reuse footage, like generally, like the locations are usually shared. Like, it's usually New York. Like, the most you get is like there's one bit more in the sewer or something than the others. Whereas like Batman, I feel like I remember those more distinctly. But yeah, it's just very hard to recall all of this, and it doesn't really matter at the end of the day.
yeah, I just.
Like,
I
it
just
just kind of blurs together. I remember Secret Wars because they're on a fucking different planet, but that's about it, you know?
I just remember, like, after we would watch, like, one season of this show, and I would just be like, that felt like the 65 episode season of Batman the Animated Series. Like,
Yeah.
it felt like so much more. At the very least, twice
It
as
did.
many episodes as it actually was. Because it's
Because
just.
it just crammed so much in.
Yeah, like, they. Again, it's weird how. It doesn't feel like more happens in an episode of Spider-Man than Batman, and yet it feels like 3 times as much. It's
Yeah.
just it's edited.
I mean, to be fair, they probably do cram more in because they fit it in with the flashbacks and there's like little setting ups of things that will become relevant later. Like, there's like early episode with Michael Morbius in before he transforms, and they'll just shove him in between scenes. There's that bit in the pilot you mentioned where
Oh,
they deal with Eddie in about 10 seconds, and then they resume what was happening earlier,
yeah.
which is kind of weird. So they probably do cram more in, but it's just less relevant to the immediate plot and more just little seasoning for future stuff, and even like callbacks to past stuff.
Right.
So-
Yeah.
That's probably why it feels like more, even if the duration is almost identical. So
Yeah. So that was a wild experience. I had
It
a
was
lot of
fun,
fun
yeah.
watching that.
good. I'm pleased.